Yeah. Champagne, 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 champagne.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy TPJ. We're here, we're live, we're back. It's Hoops and Brews Happy Hour, man. We ain't done one of these since the last time the Lakers played the Heat, whenever that was. Pavy's back in town. Eli's here. He was the first person I ever did a Hoops and Brews without Pavy with. So
How was the vibe?
Huh?
How was the vibe?
It was cool.
Don't lie.
I mean, it was cool. It's just like we wasn't gonna argue that much. We wasn't gonna argue that much, obviously, because just like Eli's just like we argue basketball with Eli all the time, like literally all the time. But it's just different. He just don't say wild shit like you, so it's just like, all right, cool.
I don't say anything that's wild.
He don't say wild shit like you. And you also don't have to like deal with him like him having a fandom for certain players. You got your fandoms. It's your Harden world, man. This man's been literally talking to me about James Harden and Russell Westbrook
It's facts.
Gee,
I'm not.
Go
Stop
ahead.
Stop me when I'm saying something that's not true.
Go ahead. Get your rant off.
Right today. Let me read you the numbers tonight. Let me read it.
Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop touching me. Stop
Between
touching
two of them tonight.
I don't care. Stop touching me, bro.
What's this? 72 points. 11 rebounds.
Yeah.
What's this? 13 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, with only 5 turnovers. You have never seen a type of production from a backcourt.
Hey, can somebody please?
Yes, between the two of them, 72 points.
Oh, I thought just Harden.
No.
Can somebody please go and find? Actually, what was the game Clay scored 69 in? Actually, no. I'm a fan. Let's see.
But read me the rest of the stats.
Klay Thompson, 69 points. Let's
First of all,
see.
Clay had. First of all,
so I don't want to hear you speak.
Clay had
Let
no
me
assist,
look up the numbers.
Look it up.
You hedging your bets.
Look it up.
Is the game over?
You've never seen. No.
Is that game over?
4 minutes left. You've never seen.
What day was that?
I think it was in March.
Kings versus Warriors.
Were you talking about the Pacers game?
The one in.
Harden got 51 now.
I mean, which one you want to talk about? You
Either
want to
one.
talk about the one we scored 39 in the quarter?
Pick any game when any of them went off and read me their full stat line.
You are
It's not the same.
disrespectful.
It's not. You're gonna lie.
All right, okay,
They gonna get
all
mad buckets and nothing else.
All right, bro. December 6th.
And by the way, the game ain't over. Harden got 53 now.
Okay, so what? Clay put up 60 that game.
What's that between the two of them? Now
Come
we
on,
gotta
G.
use the calculator. Between the two of them, that's what? 76 points.
Okay, so what? You act like Clay and Steph never scored
76
G.
points. Listen to
G.
me. 76
G.
points. 12 rebounds between the two of them.
Okay,
13
they never had the Warriors never did that. You ain't
What the fuck? Did Klay Thompson ever have 7 assists?
You on they nuts.
When did Klay
Get off
Thompson
of they
ever
nuts.
look me in my eye?
Get off of they nuts.
Pull up Klay Thompson's
Get
career
off of they
assists.
nuts.
Pull up Klay Thompson's
Get
career
off they
assists.
nuts, G. Get off they nuts, G.
Hey Siri, what is Klay Thompson's career high in assists in a single game?
Get off they nuts, G. God damn, bro. Get off they nuts, bro.
Single game, bro.
Huh?
I'm talking about the single game.
On, bro. You wildin', G.
I'm not wildin'.
You are.
You've never seen it. You've never seen this type of production.
Where your laptop at? Give me your laptop. Give me your laptop. I know you got your laptop.
Seen it.
I'm streaming from my computer, so give me your laptop. I'm finna start pulling up some numbers because I'm sick of it, bro. I am sick of it, bro. I am sick and tired of it, bro. Stop, G. Stop, G. Stop. Kobe and Smush Parker have better games than that shit. You know what I said? Kobe and Smush Parker.
I got you.
No. Wait a minute.
Klay Thompson.
What was Kobe's stats when he dropped 81? What was Kobe's stats when he dropped 81?
Guess what Klay Thompson?
What was Kobe's stats when he dropped 81?
Guess.
What was Kobe's stats when he dropped 81?
Harden has 7 tonight. Russ has 6.
Kobe and Smush Parker better backcourt.
So guess what? Together, Steph
Kobe
Curry
and
and
Smush
Klay
Parker
Thompson
better
almost
backcourt.
never.
Kobe
have
and Smush
14
Parker
assists
better backcourt.
between the two of them.
Kobe and Derek Fisher better backcourt.
It wouldn't happen.
Kobe and Derek
That's
Fisher
what have
better
12
backcourt.
boards, 2 steals, 3 blocks. No.
Stop it,
No,
bro.
this is facts.
Stop it, bro.
I'm not lying.
Give me
This
your
is facts.
laptop.
This is
Let's
facts.
look up these
Accept
numbers
it.
because you're wild.
That was against a good defense
Accept
too.
it.
Magic have a good defense
Accept
too.
it. Overall production. Overall, but you never
G,
seen
it's
it
the
before.
regular season,
It doesn't
bro.
matter. You've never seen it.
You can't
You've
say
never
that. That's
seen
not
it.
true.
In the playoffs, they don't
It's
have that
not
type of
true.
production.
That's not
Usually,
true.
ever. You've never seen. This is every night. Harden averages 38. Do you realize?
Look at
they're the
Westbrook's
height-
shooting percentages. He's
It's
shooting like
50% tonight.
He's shooting like
It's
20%
50%
from
tonight.
Give me
the
the-
field.
come on.
50%
Log
tonight.
into your,
It's
type in your
50%
password.
tonight.
Type in your password because you big capping again.
Gee.
This is another episode where this episode is
Add
all
up their
cap.
averages.
It is all
Just add up their averages.
C-A-P.
Just add up their
Cap.
averages.
C-A-P.
Just add up
Cap.
what their
That's
averages
what you own,
together.
bro. Stop,
for the
bro.
season.
Stop,
Just add
bro.
up what the two of them
Stop,
are averaging
bro.
for the
Stop,
season.
bro.
And pull up Klay Thompson and Steph Curry
Stop,
best
bro.
year. It don't look like this.
Stop, bro.
Pick any
Show me
year.
that in the playoffs. You
Don't
gonna
look like
you
this.
gonna be sitting up here whining and complaining about these numbers all regular season long, and then when the playoffs
I'm
come
just saying,
and they get
bro.
bounced. And
I'm
they
just
get bounced
saying,
like a
bro.
basketball out of the second goddamn round. You're gonna be saying, "But gee, Harden played well though. Russ played well. Nobody else made shots." I don't want to hear that, bro.
Rondo.
I don't want to hear that, man. Stop it, bro. You're disrespectful, G. Stop
Westbrook
it,
is
G.
shooting 23%
Stop it,
from
G.
three-point land.
That's cool.
You're talking to me about one
That's cool.
game right now, G.
That's cool.
When Kobe dropped
But how
81,
much-
I
He's
guarantee
shooting
you it was a
40.
better game than Harden and Russ having
Look at what he
tonight.
averaging. And-
Did you
and
hear what I
look at
said?
What's up?
You keep saying these numbers have been produced. Like I said, when Kobe dropped 81, I bet him and whoever the hell was playing point guard that night had more stats than they had tonight.
Because Kobe
So
only had
relax,
2 assists.
bro.
Kobe only had 2
Relax,
assists
bro.
that night, so no.
It don't matter.
Kobe only had
Relax.
2 assists
It
that
don't
night.
matter.
I said overall production. It's fact. Bucket boys. Oh my God. Again,
Come
I said
on,
overall production. Kobe only had 2
Wild,
assists
bro.
that night. You can't argue with me. Overall production, you've never seen it from a backcourt
That's a
before.
lie.
You've never. No, you
That's a
haven't.
lie.
No, it's not.
That's a
You've
lie.
never seen this type of overall production from a backcourt. Excuse me, before.
That's
It's
a
not a
lie.
lie. It's a fact.
That's
First
a
one
lie.
at the highest scoring backcourt in NBA history
That's a
currently
lie.
right now.
That's a lie.
It's a fact.
That's a lie.
It's a fact.
That's a lie.
Search any backcourt you want
And also that night when Kobe dropped 81, Kobe and Smush Parker combined for 94 points,
Okay.
6 turnovers, 6 steals, 6 assists, 8 rebounds, and they shot a combined. Well, I mean,
Check it out.
Smush was bad,
Check it
and
out.
still they dropped 94 points
And
and they
listen.
won. Stop talking to me like
And listen.
one game in
And
which
listen.
these guys have a
And
good
listen.
night versus
And
the
listen.
Magic. That
And
all of a
listen.
sudden
And listen,
this is the greatest
tonight-
thing anybody's ever
they
seen
have
since
12
sliced bread.
rebounds, 13 assists, 2 steals, and 3 blocks,
And
and
like
5
I
shots between 2 of
said.
them against the second best defense in the entire league. Why is he arguing with me? What am I saying that's
They
wrong?
had a good game. What are you trying to
They
say?
do this every
Exactly.
night. I'm just saying, you've never seen this type
Stop
of production
saying that.
overall
Stop
in the
saying
backcourt
that.
before. You've
Stop
never seen
saying
it.
that. Stop saying
You're
it.
ignoring Westbrook's percentages.
Stop
So-
saying that. So what you mean?
So
Look at
in the
everything
playoffs,
else.
they're
Look
gonna
at the
leave him
rebounds.
open
Look
from
at the
three and he's
assists.
got-
And actually, he's a great corner 3-point shooter.
How many total
And no,
rebounds they
not
got
great,
tonight?
decent. He shot 35% from the corner last year on threes.
But
That's higher than Chris
when
Paul.
you were gone last week, that's what we're talking about. In the playoffs, teams double team Harden, they do shit, and Westbrook's gonna miss open threes.
Listen to me.
And they're gonna bow out when he
Listen
goes.
to me.
He's gonna
Exactly.
go 1 for 10 in the fourth quarter
Listen to
of
me.
game 6.
Listen to me.
And it's
Listen
gonna
to
be
me.
an early.
We
He
are.
shoots
We don't agree.
36% from the corner. He's gonna be in that corner. If he can keep up his 36% from the corner, which what he shot last year, which is actually higher than what Chris Paul shot. PJ Tucker right now, and granted, I looked like 2 days ago, it might have changed. PJ Tucker is shooting 52% from corner threes. So if they're in the corner and you have Eric Gordon and Ben McLemore or somebody else out there on the wings, they can double Harden, but you're really taking a risk. And also, this is not what we are with. I just said this is by far it's a fact. Right now, when you look at the production that they're putting up, you have never seen 2 people in one backcourt
Stop it,
put up these type of
Stop it,
numbers.
man.
Now
Stop it,
look,
man.
if you want to talk
Stop
about the
it,
rest of the team, that's fair, whatever. But
Stop it, man.
but between 2 people in one backcourt,
I mean, if you're talking just like straight numbers,
That's what
I'll
I'm
give you
talking
that.
about.
If you're talking about like overall efficiency and production, I disagree. But if you're just saying like points, rebounds, assists,
Steals, blocks.
like volume,
you've never seen it before.
yeah. If he's
Never.
talking just volume without
Never.
efficiency,
Never.
but if you're talking efficiency and getting
Never.
also.
And Harden's highest true shooting Harden's highest true shooting percentage is this
I'm
year.
not gonna say that.
Are you
I'm
concerned
not
that they're
gonna say
relying
that.
on Ben McLemore has been a career bum though?
But see, I don't think. But see, look, he looks good this year. And granted, look, the man was the 8th pick in the draft. Sometimes it's all about situation.
Chauncey and AI gonna come up bigger. Will have come up bigger than Russ and Harden will have come up bigger as a duo. Remember I said
Chauncey and AI.
Yeah, yes. Chauncey Billups and AI when they was in Denver will wind up.
They weren't in Denver. You mean
I'm-
they never played on
No,
the
hold
same
on.
team? You're
They
lying.
didn't play together in
No.
Denver?
No.
Who was in the backcourt in Denver that year with AI? It was Chauncey.
No, it wasn't. It was J.R. Smith.
It was J.R. Smith.
Yes.
All right. Okay. Alright, I thought.
And then Chauncey and J.R. Smith was the backcourt when they went to the conference finals.
You're right. He is. Eric Spoelstra is coach of the year. I really believe that. I truly believe that. I think that he's did the most. What a lot of people would have said was the least.
You said that,
No.
but I agree. Spoelstra does have to be.
No, people said that they would make the playoffs. Nobody thought that they would be.
I said they winning 50 games.
What they are right
I said
now.
they winning 50 games.
He gets a lot out of.
Then I said they could go to the conference finals. I did say that. Both of y'all. It was
to start the season.
Yes, I said this team could possibly go to the conference finals. I'm pretty sure I said that. And that's why I was like, you analyze where you have with Chris Paul. If you win it, then never mind. You don't do it. But if you right on the edge and you think we can make a run at it, you go get Chris Paul.
Is Dragic hurt?
Nah, well, I actually don't know. He might be.
I don't know. I don't watch the Heat closely enough for me to give.
I know Winslow's hurt too.
Well, we know what. Actually, that's a lie. I watch them. It's just a lot of times when I watch them, usually they're up by so much, it's hard for me to actually analyze it. Because by the time I tune into the game, they beating teams' ass. So to me, they're a first half driven team. Even tonight, what you see versus the Lakers is in the first half they came out hot, and then Vogel came out in the second half, made some adjustments, and you see what happened. And also LeBron and AD then turned it up in the second half. And this is
right
what happens
there,
a lot of
though.
time. I mean, they are right.
Game.
No, they are. But what I'm saying is they're a first half team to me. Now they've closed some games out, but usually when I'm tuning into their games to try to get ready to watch them, by the time I get done working or doing whatever I'm doing, their games are usually over because they're blowing teams out in the first half.
This rookie's got to be on an all-rookie team, right?
Tyler Herro, he's definitely first.
He was like a 20-something pick, right?
Yeah, Tyler Herro is gonna be a Luka Doncic level scorer in the NBA. I really believe that. I think Tyler Herro. I'm for real. I'm not joking. Look at his game. Look at his game.
Luka Doncic, he's just a spot shooter.
Who?
No, he's not.
Who? You wild as hell. He got a handle. He can dribble. He'll dunk on a motherfucker. He can finish at the rim. He's not having a great night tonight, but Tyler Herro can ball, and he's a rookie.
You're comparing him to Luka Doncic.
Yeah,
Luka Doncic is holding the ball.
He's more athletic to me than Luka is.
They're different players, though. He's a shooter. Doncic is...
Exactly. He can score. I think he can score at that level.
Tyler,
if you run him off screens all day long, what's your
That's different than Doncic.
He was dropping 20-something in the preseason.
Question. Do you think Devin Booker is on Doncic's level as far as scoring goes?
No, I think Luka Doncic is way better at scoring than Devin Booker.
I disagree with you.
Because Luka can get to the free throw line way better than
I disagree with that. Devin Booker gets to the free throw line too. Book gets to the free throw line a lot. It's just that
not like Luka.
Both of them get there a lot, bro.
Luka 20.
Devin Booker 21.
He been in the league longer than Luka.
Listen. If you agree with me,
that was an offensive foul to me on Brown, but I feel you.
If you agree, because I think that Tyler Herro compares to me like Devin Booker. I think Herro can be a Devin Booker type guy. When I look at Herro, I think that's what Devin is. So if you think Devin is the same level scorer as Luka, which I don't have an issue with you saying, I think so.
I think
their style of play is different. I agree with that.
Look. I didn't say he.
Doncic is like a pick and roll, ball dominant, Harden type of scorer.
Yeah, but y'all not listen to what I'm saying. No. I didn't say he was going to be better than Luka. I said he can be that level of a scorer. If you give him 20 shots a night, he can give you fucking 28.
But you also don't have to run plays for Tyler. You don't have to run a play for Booker. Tyler can also put some on the floor and make something happen.
And you can also run him off screens all game long if you want to.
He's a very versatile scorer. He can pretty much do it all at least projects to doing it all when it comes to scoring the basketball.
Yeah, to me, he's Klay Thompson with less of a dribble. Listen. He's Klay Thompson with less of a dribble, but
less of a dribble.
I'm sorry, not less of a dribble. With more of a dribble, but less of a shot.
Devin Booker.
No, he's not Devin
Booker. That's Devin Booker.
That's not Devin Booker.
What the fuck do you mean? You describe Devin Booker.
Nah, that's what he is.
Okay.
That's not Devin Booker. Nah, Devin Booker's more of a point guard.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is to me. Devin Booker is much more of a point guard. Klay Thompson is not more of a point guard. He's more of a guy that comes off screens.
Because he can't dribble.
Can slash.
Because he can't dribble.
Yes, but he can fucking dribble, G.
That's why Devin Booker.
Klay wouldn't be no goddamn point guard if he could dribble.
If Klay could dribble, there would be no need for Steph. If Klay had to handle that, there would be no need for Steph. Am I lying?
That's right.
Am I lying, G? G, if Klay had a handle, he'd be the best player in the damn league. If he had a real handle, G.
He's already an all-star, so
if he had a handle, if he could bop people, he'd be the best player in the damn league.
He's the best shooter in the league.
He would be the best. There would be no need for Steph Curry. I would give him the ball and give Klay the ball. And he a good defender.
Yeah, I mean he's already a top 5 shooter of all time and an all-star.
What? What do you mean?
But I think you guys are getting a little carried away on Hero comparing him to all these guys.
I do what you're saying, like in theory.
He's 25 games into his career. I mean, let's see if he keeps
what's
it
your
up.
point?
I think he surprised some people too.
What's your point? What else can I judge him off of other than what I've seen from him?
Well, the Bulls just gave him wide open shots, so I'm like,
we're not talking about the Bulls. This motherfucker's out there playing every night for one of the best teams with one of the best coaches who's not historically known for playing rookies. He's out there balling. He been fucking hooping. He don't even get the opportunity to take that many shots.
Comparing him to future Hall of Famers, 25 games into his
I
career.
didn't say he was gonna be a Hall of Famer. I didn't say he was gonna be better. That's what I just said. I literally just said I didn't say he was gonna be better than any of these guys.
I think Doncic projects to be a Hall of Famer.
I think he does too. He's gonna be better than LeBron. Already is.
Better than.
Already is. Look up the numbers.
No, he's not.
Do your searches.
See, here we go.
Do your searches. Do your little searches on your computers. Start hitting your Bing.com, your Google.com.
Do the league
your
average
little
for these numbers
searches.
at this point
Do your little searches. Do your searches.
All numbers have gone up.
Do your searches. All numbers.
You gotta do the league
now
average.
all
for
numbers been going up. Now all numbers been going up. Stop it. LeBron was taking more shots than Luka was last year, and Luka still outscored him.
Because he took more threes.
Stop it. And he averaged more assists and more rebounds. And shot better from the floor. And shot better from the floor. And shot better from the floor. More rebounds. More assists. More points. And shot better from the floor.
The game
and
is
shot better from the floor.
There are more possessions.
This year. Better than LeBron this year. More rebounds. More points.
Possessions in the game.
Shooting better from that man.
People are averaging more points. They change
20.
Guards are more in the paint getting rebounds. Forwards are out more. Centers ain't even in the paint sometimes. And again, there's more possession. If there's more possession in a game, you can accumulate more points. What you would have to do is take Bron's numbers and then add them with the amount of possession.
Per 36 them shits.
I'm talking about possession.
Per 36
that don't help you with possession.
Well, guess what?
Possession.
Like I told you,
you would have to find
do your motherfucking research project. Come with your numbers. And when you come with your numbers, then I can't deny them. But you ain't got no numbers. You just talking. You just talking. You just talking. You ain't got no numbers, so you just talking.
You would have to find how many possessions are in the game. That's dope.
I got facts.
That's dope. You would have to find how many possessions
are in the game.
Where are your facts? You have to find how many possessions are in. I'm giving you facts. I'm giving you facts.
Where are your facts?
You don't have facts. I'm giving you facts.
I have numbers.
No, I'm telling you.
They're on NBA.com. Go to NBA.com right now. You'll see Luka Doncic higher PR than LeBron James. Higher points per game than LeBron James. Higher rebounds per game than LeBron James.
You would have to go and look at the possessions in a game and then multiply.
Is he not saying the same? Is he not playing in the same league LeBron is playing in right now? Don't they have the same amount of possessions right now?
He got more assists.
He got more rebounds and more points. Shooting better, scoring better, higher PER. He's better.
Does he have a higher PER?
Is he better? Yes, he does.
Do
your Googles. Google it. You get your phone right there. Google it. You love NBA.com. Go ahead.
And look at Bron
do your
defensive
searches,
numbers.
G.
And look at Bron defensive numbers.
Searches.
Luka not in those categories.
Do your searches.
Defense don't matter.
You know what? I just thought of a perfect T-shirt. The homie Lotto told me I got to make a Do Your Google shirt. I'm not making a Do Your Google shirt. I'm making a Do Your Searches shirt, and it's gonna be like this, and it's gonna be somebody with a ski mask, and underneath it's gonna say Do Your Searches. Do your searches.
Defense don't matter?
Because you're lying, G.
How am I lying? Defense don't matter.
Luka been bad on defense this year.
He ain't Bron.
What you mean?
He ain't good as
What
Bron.
you mean?
You said Bron on all defensive teams.
For what? He better on offense than Bron. He better on offense than Bron.
Because Bron getting more assists. Because Bron getting more assists.
So what? If Bron on all first team, Luka on fourth team. If it was a fourth team, so
defense?
What? Yeah.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
So you gonna look.
Yes, he is.
Yes,
he is.
Look.
Yes,
so you gonna go around the league?
Because every night they try to pick on them, and you know what don't happen? He don't get picked on. He dropped 40 on their head. That's what happened. That's what you do when you Luka.
You gonna go around the league and
dead ass tell me.
You go around the league and dead ass tell me. There are what? That's what? There are only 10 to 12 guards playing defense better than Luka?
Huh?
So you're going to tell me that only 10 to 12 guards playing defense better than Luka?
Yep. So
You're
what?
lying.
So what?
You're
Argue
lying.
with me.
You're lying.
Every night they
You're
try
lying.
to pick on their man, and guess what don't happen? Guess what happened? Guess what happened?
Chris Dunn
I don't see. Do you see people dropping 40 on Luka's head? Do you see people dropping 40 on his head? Do you see people dropping? Oh, they be hiding.
Yeah, they be hiding.
How you hiding if we switching?
Easy.
Come on,
switch
bro.
off.
Come on, bro.
You can
Get
switch
out
off.
Here, bro. Get out of here.
You can switch off.
You know good and goddamn well. You done watched enough goddamn basketball to know when a team want to switch on a player in the NBA, they will get that goddamn switch every single time.
Okay. And you can switch off.
Every time. They don't go with the man. You wanna know why? Because he too busy dropping 40 on their goddamn head.
No,
that's why.
They be hiding that man on defense. They be hiding that man Luka on defense. Like I said, Chris Dunn better defender than Luka.
You out of your mind.
I'm not out of my mind.
You're out of
Chris
your
Dunn
mind.
league of
You
steal.
remember that song "Get Out of Your Mind," you're out of your mind.
That's also why Jim
Google
will be
world.
starting him because Chris Dunn's leading the league in
Luka's not a
steals
good
percentage.
defender.
Yo, we finna stream through both of these games. Let's get it.
Why not?
Let's get it. So
Let's do
what?
it.
So what?
Let's do it.
What up?
Luka's not a good defender. Come on now.
Come on, man. Stop
He'll
being
get better.
disrespectful.
He'll get better.
No, you
He's
heard
not
me.
horrible.
No, I'm
He's
asking
not
you a
horrible.
question.
He's average.
If every night
He's
you,
okay.
if every night you the weak spot on the floor and they sending people to come at you,
He's not the
why
weak
you
spot on
don't
the
get
floor,
fit?
though.
Yes, he
No,
is.
he's not. Tim Hardaway Jr. out there with that man.
Gee, Tim Hardaway Jr. don't even start usually most of the time
Yes,
now.
he-
Finney
who
Smith
been
be
starting?
starting out there.
They both
start.
Huh?
They both start.
Sometimes.
Motherfucker, he been starting like the last 13 games.
I'm just saying.
That ain't sometimes that damn
What
half
you
the damn
mean?
season.
Huh?
That's a damn half the damn season.
Nah, G, Hardaway been up and down all season long.
He been starting
And
14
guess
straight
what? And if he
games.
get benched 2 games from now, he won't be starting.
Who
G.
gonna start? Brunson?
Curry can start because Curry been lighting it up. He dropped 30 the other day. Shut your ass up. He went to a whole
Steph,
other
they not
country
starting
and
Steph
dropped the
Curry.
30 ball.
They not gonna start Steph Curry. That would fuck up the size in the
Yeah, exactly.
lineup
He went to a
that
whole
they
other country and dropped the 30 ball.
No, I gotta say, Luka's Spanish impressed me.
It is.
Did you hear that?
Yeah, I heard it.
And
I heard it.
Porzingis.
Very impressive. Very impressive.
They did the whole post-game press conference in Spanish.
Really? Un
Yeah.
poquito español. Mi nombre es Tomás. That's about as far as I go.
That man Blake said, "Hola Mexico."
Exactly. Hello, Mexico. How you doing? Blake is going to be a hilarious comedian when he retires, by the way.
How many languages do Luka and Porzingis know? I mean,
they
spoke well.
I mean,
White can't
yeah, but
finish
everybody
him,
that
bro.
I know that was born overseas tell me that everybody that live overseas they know about 3 or 4 languages.
Yeah,
They
they
usually know
do.
like Spanish, Italian, German, and English.
Because everything is so close together.
Yeah.
So you're gonna meet people from those places all the time, as opposed to out here, we isolated as hell.
Right.
Yeah, we ain't about nothing. That's also what makes
Rebound, Dwight.
That's also what makes us very hard to stop in war. Look at this man. This man Pavy up there happy. Good rebound, Dwight.
That don't count.
Nah, it
That's
don't
a
count.
foul.
Nah, it was a foul. It was on the ground. But Eli, how far do you think the Lakers can go?
I mean, they're contenders. What do you mean?
They taking Ron
No,
out.
I'm asking you. How far do you
Right
think
now.
they can go?
I think they can win the title.
Really?
I mean, my picks before the season was Milwaukee and Clippers in the
Okay.
championship, and I'm
Okay.
not going to change that now, but I think they're definitely going to make the conference finals. I still like the Clippers a little bit better. I like their bench better, but I mean, they're 22-3, right? We got to take them seriously.
Oh my goodness, AD.
No?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I mean, you know, I've said this, and the internet has gotten mad at me. But I believe it. That I think that the Lakers are championship or bust. So people tell me that they had a successful offseason and all this, and I continue to say that
That's a block.
it's a champion.
That's a
It's
block.
a bit. No, it's
That's
not
a
a block.
block.
That's not a block. That's not a block. I gotta see the other angle. I gotta see another angle. That's not a block.
That's not a block.
But I think that this season is championship or bust because I think AD can very realistically leave, and people in LA gonna be mad. But I think he can realistically leave.
Why would he leave
What do you
LeBron?
mean? Why would he leave LeBron? Because
These guys love LA.
Because the path to so what? He done been living in LA for like 3 years already in the summertime. So what?
Where is he going to go?
To the Bulls. I think the Bulls could. I think the Bulls.
You think he wants to play for Jim Boylan?
I don't think he want to play for Boylan, but I think that if he go to the Bulls, he can control. He can kind of use his power to control what they gonna do in the future. I think Garpax has been like. They either. I don't know. I don't necessarily know if they on their way out, but I do think that they are. I think that they've made some moves that have been questionable. And a lot of people, including him, have been preaching patience.
I mean, but this is the perfect situation. You're in LA. You're the man. LeBron's letting you put up the numbers. He's getting his touches. They're playing other centers, so he doesn't have to play center the whole game. I mean, this is a perfect situation for him. And then when LeBron retires, it's his team.
Great defense, AD.
No?
No.
Isn't this a perfect situation for AD?
I don't.
Yes.
He gets to play with LeBron, take over for LeBron when he retires.
And he get to play in LA.
The coach is good, and the coach. I will say I like Vogel because I think he understands you don't get in these guys' ways. You know what I mean?
He also has convinced LeBron to run plays, like actual plays. Like that man be coming off screens. I have never seen that before. like coming off.
What is
screens
it? I mean,
for pin downs. I'm like, yo, what the hell is
in
this?
all seriousness, why do you think Vogel's seeing success working with LeBron in ways that other coaches have butted heads?
Nobody's. Why is this narrative that LeBron butt heads with every?
I mean, he literally got David Blatt fired.
Yes, but
but that's about it though.
Yes, but David Blatt tried to Phil Jackson, Scottie Pippen him, and LeBron James is not Scottie Pippen. All right, like
KCP.
like Scottie Pippen is Scottie
KCP.
Pippen. Sorry, y'all.
KCP.
Scottie Pippen is Scottie
KCP.
Pippen.
Hey man, y'all gotta be quiet about KCP, man. Yo,
Yeah, apologize to young
apologize to
Caldwell
KP.
Pope.
To KCP. Straight
Well,
to DVD Clay.
Well, maybe
All right,
Tyronn Lue was just not a good coach because they didn't run any
Ty's a
shows.
good
What the fuck?
But they didn't run
They
any
won-
plays.
they didn't need
They
him.
won a fucking championship, G.
But
I disagree with you. I disagree.
I'm talking about what you're.
They didn't need to though.
No, but
What?
I'm saying you're saying he's running
Hey,
off
you
shooting
gotta
plays.
switch
That's
your
what I
channel,
asked you.
bro.
Why? How is
Way
he?
over.
He's getting into
They have a
run
different roster?
offense. Ty Lue couldn't get
Because
him to
they
do
have
anything.
a different roster and they don't really have any what I consider great isolation players.
Right, they have to move.
They have to
or they're
like
not-
when you got Kyrie,
No.
what you got to do?
I think Ty Lue is a good coach, but I'm just saying like their offense was frustrating at times.
Not to
like
me.
they didn't run anything.
Not to me. I loved it. And also they did run a couple plays. Like they had a play for Kevin Love at the elbow. Like they had plays. It's just that like if you got Kyrie and Bron out there, you don't really need that many. Like yo,
just
we gonna
seems
drive
like
and kick.
They're competing hard. I don't know. Lue was a good coach in his ability.
This man ADG is
Also
wild,
gotta
bro.
see Tyronn Lue every day, so I ain't finna disrespect this man because I know I gotta see him. So I'm
No,
not-
he's a good
I don't
coach,
think
but
that
I'm
he's
just saying
bad.
they didn't move like
Oh my
this.
god! Oh my god!
Hold
They
on,
didn't
wait a
move
minute,
the
hold
ball
on,
like
wait a minute,
this.
Wait a minute. I love cable. Rewind.
How come your cable gets this game and DirecTV doesn't?
Because I'm balling. No, I'm joking. Oh wow.
I'm about
okay,
to tweet
Bron.
that and see if anyone
Oh
responds.
wow. Oh wow. Okay, AD. All right, AD. All right, AD. All right, AD and Bron. AD, you know what? My Lakers slander. Lakers fans, I told y'all, if y'all won this game, I would not slander y'all no more for the rest of this year. So for the rest of 2019, you not hearing no more Lakers slander from me. Although the Lakers are gonna lose handily to the Clippers on Christmas Day. Lakers gonna lose by like 30 on Christmas Day. For real. I just want y'all to know that, so don't get mad at me. When I gotta say it, I'm saying it now. I told Lakers fans I ain't gonna slander, but also I got faith in the Heat because I just saw the Heat take Tyler Herro and hurt that man feeling. I mean, yeah, but you also using that through an app though, G. Like, what?
But
if
I'm
it
logged
worked?
in through DirecTV.
Yeah, but what if it worked on the cable though, G?
How could it work through the cable but not?
I mean, what if my ESPN app work right now? But I'm using some. But actually, you know what? No. Come on, G.
My bad. Man, bro.
Man, that was crazy.
That shit is crazy, dog.
But shout out to Daniel, man. I'm happy for him, bro. I remember when Daniel thought they was gonna make the playoffs last year.
I thought they were too. They would have if everybody
I
ain't
remember
died.
when Pappy thought they was gonna make the playoffs.
They would have if everybody ain't died.
I remember when everybody else in the world thought they was gonna make the playoffs.
And they would have if they ain't
But
got
me, and I was like, I don't know, man. It's good not do what y'all want to do. And then
Emma's
y'all
dad
got mad at
said
me.
Emma's dad said Lakers should never wear gold outside of Staples. What do you think?
I disagree. I mean, why they can't wear gold outside of Staples?
I guess you're saying like
He's a big uniform guy. I don't know. He just feels, your home jersey's your home jersey, your away jersey.
I mean, I feel that way about the white jerseys just because
so
they
the
wear
white's their road jersey, right?
No, the white is their Sunday jersey, right? I think the
No,
white.
purple's their road and gold is their home jersey.
Yeah, but I think
So
the
he's
white,
saying why are they wearing gold on the road?
Yeah, but they have like special like white jerseys. I think that they wear every Sunday. So like when they play at home on Sundays, they wear white jerseys.
But that's alternate. That's
I'm
fine.
like, I'm fine with this, but this is also
No, but I get what you're saying. Like
but
the
this is
gold
not-
and Staples
Yeah,
is something.
but
Like
you
why
also-
aren't they wearing their
but you
purple
also know,
jerseys?
yeah, but
They wear their city edition
Yeah, but they wear the
jerseys.
city edition jerseys. These aren't the regular Lakers jerseys. These are the city edition jerseys. The city edition
It's
jerseys.
still their gold.
So like the Heat the Heat are wearing their city edition jerseys. These Miami Vice jerseys are city edition jerseys. So the Heat are wearing their city edition jerseys. The actual Lakers jerseys are more yellow than this. These jerseys are
I
actually
get it,
gold.
and I think the players don't like wearing purple. I'm not just saying
Why?
that. So like with the
Oh,
Sparks,
yeah, okay,
even
yeah.
we only wear like if you notice the Sparks always wear the gold uniforms even on the
Yeah.
road unless due to like a color conflict they
yeah,
have to
color
wear
conflict,
purple.
Yeah.
the players never want to wear the purple unless we have to because the other teams, like if we're playing like I don't know, I'm trying to think of a team like maybe Seattle or something where the
Phoenix.
colors are too like where we have to wear purple.
No, Phoenix you would the
Yeah.
tripping. Like Seattle would make sense. Maybe the Mystics.
Yeah, sometimes where we had to wear purple, but if we didn't have to, they always chose to wear the gold uniform.
Or like Connecticut, if you was
right.
Yeah, I feel you. Also, the yellow spark jersey.
I think sometimes ESPN does say like these uniforms it won't look right on TV because the colors are too close or something.
Really? Yeah. I mean, I personally, I like all the uniforms that the Lakers wear. I don't have a problem with a team wearing a specific jersey. I think that in certain situations, you just have to look at exactly what it is. And what it is that the NBA is trying to build up.
I would say I have a problem with the Jazz wearing red jerseys.
Why?
Because those aren't your colors. I think it's getting too out of control. People are just wearing anything. Like the Jazz had a classic
some great
uniform.
Back to back.
Yeah.
Are the Jazz now red like every other team?
But I think never mind.
I just think
like the Jazz are blue, right?
I just think that what a lot of people don't realize is
jerseys.
The NBA is trying to get into a new frontier, and you don't get into a new frontier by staying the same with the same brand.
Got fouled.
And
one. That one and one.
I
need to stop saying AD not gonna make that shit because AD clearly making that shit.
Exactly.
I gotta stop saying AD not gonna make that shit.
Every time you say AD not gonna make
that shit.
Yeah. Take a half step back.
Jimmy buckets.
Every time you say AD ain't gonna make it, he wind up making it. But anyways, I mean, but still looking at the Lakers, I look at what they, how they play, and I'm impressed with what they've been able to do and the talent that they've been able to bring cohesion to, because I looked at this roster and I didn't think that it was a great roster. I think it's a good roster. And I said then I thought it was a good roster.
I think it's a bad roster.
You called them bums.
No.
I'm really impressed.
No.
I'm
I called
with
them
you.
bums
We
because
actually
they
agreed
are.
on this. We
Because
agreed
they
on
are
this on the
bums.
pod.
They are bums.
Compare them to the Clippers.
It's a good roster, but you try to build a championship
How you
roster.
a good roster with bums? That don't even make no sense.
Huh?
How you a good roster with bums? That don't even make no sense.
Because they had a chance to get.
It's a washed up roster.
Yes, exactly.
It's a washed up roster.
Exactly.
Other than LeBron.
Exactly. So they good, but they still washed up and they all bums.
Rebound, boy. Fucking rebound, boy.
This man,
fucking rebound.
80 is insane.
The fuck off me.
Chicago.
80 is a grown man. For real. 80 legit is a grown man.
But to your point though, it's an issue that's the third best player, Danny Green.
Fuck off me.
It is. That's what I'm saying. Danny Green can't be your third best player.
Is Danny Green.
It was technically
it's not Kyle Kuzma. It's not. That man might get traded away. They gonna trade him. They gonna trade, bro. Watch.
For who and how?
Huh?
How?
What you mean for who and how?
His contract is so little.
Who else got some money that they can trade away?
KCP, but you need KCP.
Not really.
You need KCP.
Nobody wants KCP.
Yes, people would definitely take
Somebody
KCP.
take KCP. Somebody take KCP and Kuzma. Take KCP and Kuzma. Give me back like a veteran or something like that.
I'm not trading KCP.
They can't give up Kuzma though. They need scoring off the bench.
We need guard defense.
But the thing about this Lakers team, what I've been impressed with is that they've been executing late and closing out the games. Like even KCP defense make that Jimmy Bucket.
Hell no.
Oh,
good defense, KCP.
Not a good possession.
Good defense, KCP. Good defense, KCP.
I got nothing more to say about the Lakers, bro. They
straight to DVD Clay. Straight to DVD Clay.
Spoelstra can't be happy with that possession.
Yeah, he couldn't be. But also, he should have called a timeout because he got 2 timeouts left. Spoelstra lost in this game.
Here you go.
Spoelstra lost in this game. Oh, get it. Still, it's 1.3 seconds left on the clock. Let's get it.
Nah, that's their ball.
No, it's Lakers ball, but still, it's 1.3 seconds left on the clock. Let's get it.
They got a chance. They got to get this stop and hit a 3.
Yeah, but still, this is a great game. On behalf of both the Lakers and the Clippers. I guess I'm gonna have to not, say nothing about the Lakers.
He said he kicked ball.
Huh? Come on, they can review that?
I don't know.
What?
I don't know if you can.
Get out of here, bro. Get out of here, bro. Get out of here. But, anyways, man, all right. I guess I gotta do what I gotta do.
Game not over yet, bro.
I guess I gotta do what I gotta do.
Game not over yet, bro.
He always say that. He's like, don't jinx it, bro. Game not over yet, bro.
But
But everybody's like, why do you think that this is impressive when you didn't think, they win versus the Heat at home was impressive? Duh, because they were at home. So yes, this is more impressive. You go on the road, beat a Miami Heat team that's a very tough team. This is a very impressive win for the Lakers.
Game not over yet, bro. Stop saying that shit.
I'm talking about projecting forward. It's a very good win for the Lakers. I think this game's over. They have 4 points. They gonna get something and they gonna be alright. But projecting forward, this is a very good win for the Lakers because this trip has been a fucking phenomenal trip for them. They have not lost. Right? They ain't lost yet, right? No, it's still like this win streak could get up to 20-something games. Now, don't get me wrong. If they go into the All-Star break like 30-5, then 60-70 win game prediction. Talk about that. Talk about that.
I said I don't think LeBron and AD should win MVP unless they win 70 games. If they win 70 games, one of them win an MVP or something.
One of them not winning MVP.
Or co-MVP. Something.
They not winning no co-MVP.
If they win 70 games,
AD gonna win Defensive Player of the Year.
If they win
Hell
70.
No. I was about to say AD gonna win Defensive Player of the Year. What is Spoelstra doing?
If they win 70 games,
what's Spoelstra tweet, bro? Wow.
Let's go.
Foul him.
That's why you don't call timeout. You always gonna get something better in transition.
He got two, but I still feel like he tweaked, but we'll see.
Didn't. That's why you
win this game, we'll see if he tweaked. Man, every time this man stand up, I gotta move the camera. My bad.
He doesn't want to burn the timeouts because now they're gonna need the timeouts.
Yeah. I'm not.
He also didn't tweak. You will always get a better look in transition. You go to the sideline, they can get a chance.
No timeouts.
You go to the sidelines,
they're gonna call timeout. In theory, what he's hoping is call it. Well,
go ahead, Coach Horowitz. Give us the breakdown.
They'll need the timeout after these 2 free throws, right? Because they got to advance the ball. And then you hope to have 2 timeouts in case you can't get the ball in. But that's a luxury. But he's in a good position now. He can advance the ball, and if they can't get a 5-second count, he has another timeout. You see what I'm saying? Like if he doesn't like what he sees.
Oh, KCP missing. Get it. Oh,
now they're screwed.
Oh, come on.
AD though.
And that's why not calling timeout blows it. Because I don't even think he went. He could have went.
It don't matter. They ain't got nothing to do with a timeout.
He could have went offense for defense. What do you mean? What do you mean? You get the rebound back. You could have went offense for defense.
You gonna get a better look in transition than you are if you let them get their defense set. You gonna come out and play against a set defense? Hell no. I'm gonna come down court, pull up for 3.
I mean, well, you know what they
He's about to miss one. He's about to miss one of these anyways.
Y'all right.
He's gonna miss one of these anyways. He's gonna miss one of these.
Y'all right. I tweet.
He's about to miss us. I told you.
KTP, G.
They got to get the rebound now.
G.
They got to get the rebound.
This man KCP. G.
Miami might hope he makes this because they know they can't get the rebound, right?
He gonna make that one.
How that ain't a foul on Danny Green?
So now,
how that's not a foul on Danny Green, G? That's what I'm saying, bro. This man doing whatever he want to do, but this is what you see though.
LeBron's pissed.
He should be pissed. That was a huge 3 by Kendrick.
Nah, he said, "Do we have a timeout?" He didn't know they had a timeout.
Who had a timeout?
LeBron didn't know if they had a timeout or not. He said, "Do we have a timeout?"
Oh.
He asked a kid, "Do we have a timeout?" That's why he was mad. He thought they had a timeout.
Oh, well, yeah. That was a beautiful tap by LeBron to AD though, man. I do love watching LeBron and AD play together.
I would have said if Spoelstra was to use a timeout, it would have been on the possession before where Butler took
look at that. Russell
Westbrook
got the most go-ahead field goals in the last 10 seconds of the game since 2015, 2016. Keep that in mind for playoffs.
Keep that in mind, yeah, exactly, because Harden can't do it.
He also has the most bricks.
Exactly.
He'll shoot him. Michael Jordan probably do too. Kobe do too. If you shoot a lot, you're gonna miss a lot.
I just feel I'm sick of having deja vu watching Westbrook train wreck in the playoffs the last 2 years.
It's not okay. To be fair, they was hurt the last 2 years.
I feel like I have deja vu with him
Stand up.
airballing.
You gotta make a decision.
I'm gonna be sit after this.
You don't have deja vu from Westbrook airballing threes in the playoffs, the fourth quarter?
No, because they've been hurt both games.
Not me.
I mean, both times.
Who are they gonna go to here? Butler, or are they gonna do like
They're gonna run a play and the best
run a play and like Hero will get an open 3?
Let's get it. I wish I could turn on. Actually, I'm finna mute this audio real quick because I want to hear the game.
This Duncan Robinson guy is a good
Sorry,
shooter
give me
too.
1 second.
He got fouled. He definitely got fouled. And he trucked Bronson. They ain't
That's a
called
good
it.
look.
Come on.
He got fouled. He trucked Bronson. They ain't called
I think
it.
they should have called a timeout. The play didn't work, right?
Sit down.
The play was bottled up. Why didn't they use their timeout?
Come on.
Bron hurt his elbow though.
Why didn't he use his last timeout?
No,
the play got bottled up. Look,
Bron hurt his elbow though.
I don't know why.
they were trying to free.
Yeah. And that's a foul on Bron, by the way.
No, it's not.
That is.
No, it's not.
How is that not a foul on Bron?
No, it's not.
That's a foul on Bron, and he got fouled.
That's a foul on
He got
Jimmy.
fouled twice on
That's
that.
a foul on
That's
Jimmy,
not a foul
and
on
that's a foul
Jimmy,
on AD.
G.
That's
not
a foul on Jimmy
G.
and a foul on
That's-
AD, but
that
they
is
didn't call it
trash.
though.
We
That's
need another
trash.
angle.
It's a foul
Well,
on
they
Jimmy
have
and
a
a foul on
challenge
AD.
then. Why didn't you use a challenge?
On what?
Can't you challenge now once a game?
You can't challenge that it was a foul. You can challenge that it wasn't a foul. You can
Oh,
challenge
true.
calls that happened. If it didn't happen, you can't challenge it.
That's
True.
trash, G. That's trash, G. They got screwed.
They didn't get screwed.
They got screwed.
They didn't get
the Miami screw job.
They didn't get screwed.
The Miami
They
screw
LeBron.
job. They got screwed
He hurt
out
his
there,
elbow,
man. Man, I'm so mad.
This is a different sideline reporter. Who's that? Is that Israel Gutierrez? Who is that guy? I don't recognize that guy.
Who?
Do you recognize that sideline?
That's Israel Gutierrez.
Israel
He just got
Gutierrez.
his
He grew his
hair
hair.
down. Yeah. He grew his hair. Hold on, I want to hear what Braun got to say. Sorry, muting. All right, y'all. LeBron said that the Miami Heat team played resilient and they played tough. He was glad that they got the win tonight. And LeBron. I love LeBron. See, this is why LeBron is a master marketer, because he knows that everybody has been saying strength of schedule. So what does he say? This is a team that has not lost to their home floor.
Up, bro.
I feel you,
number
bro.
one,
It's a fact.
It's a
It is
fact.
fact.
Number two,
But also-
that's a damn good basketball team.
It is. I said that. I just said that. I definitely said that. But also, we know that LeBron is still marketing. LeBron is a master marketer. Shout out to LeBron James. But anyway, shout out to everybody out there that was watching the Lakers versus Heat. Now we're about to go ahead and
This is over?
Yeah. But the Clippers play the Timberwolves right now. So now we're about to talk Clippers versus T-Wolves. Eli.
Can we talk about the Bulls for a second?
Yeah. I mean, it's a happy hour.
I just feel like we have three.
It's our happy hour. It's our happy hour.
Chicago
No,
people here.
it's happy hour. We talk about whatever we want to. Go ahead.
No,
man,
I feel like Patty defends Boylan and you don't. So
They've
I
been
just
playing
I feel
better.
Patty likes bad
I want to
coaching.
get to the bottom of this.
Patty likes bad coaching.
What's up with the Bulls? Because this last weekend they lost 3 games in a row they should have won.
But-
and it was embarrassing.
but-
They lost to
but-
the Warriors.
Embarrassing.
But
They've lost to the Warriors twice. They've lost to the Knicks, the
my
Cavs,
thing
the
is this.
Hornets,
My thing is this though.
the Nets without Kyrie. I mean,
They've been competing.
that's the thing.
They-
No, exactly.
Oh.
That's what I want to ask you guys.
Oh.
On one hand,
competing.
Competitive basketball. I want to see some W's.
no, but
W's
that's what
will
I'm
come, but
asking.
they've been competing.
That's
This
the
is the
tricky
team
thing.
we
No,
try to
no,
get
in
to
all
the
seriousness,
playoffs.
that's the
They're
tricky
not
thing.
going to the
That's the
playoffs. They
tricky
aren't
thing.
that good.
All right, well,
They're
no,
losing
their
games
coach
in
sucks.
embarrassing fashion that they should win.
They're a very young
But
team,
at the
though.
same token, they are competing. I'll give you that. Whereas like the Knicks
Bro,
and Cavs,
they
are
had
losing
a
by 40
24-second
points.
violation to start the game.
That's
How
the
you gonna
start of
blame
the
it
game.
on you, G?
That's the start. It is on you. Get
That
a
ain't
fucking
on you.
shut
That's
up.
the coach, G. What kind
G,
of
get
G?
the 24 seconds to fucking start the game.
G, if I'm
Shoot the goddamn
G.
ball. Be aware. How?
No.
G, how?
No.
How is that stuff
You
like
the
how?
coach.
G.
You the coach.
We got
You
Zach
in charge,
LaVine,
G.
3
You the
point
coach.
score. The clock running low here.
You the
Shoot the ball,
coach.
bro.
But do
You
you
the
think?
coach.
Do you think he's a good coach?
I think he's cool.
Yeah, come on.
I don't think he's
Cap,
great.
Bit cap.
But what I'm saying is like I just think he's a guy like you need a guy to get guys to even be ready for that next coach. Like you're not ready for Phil Jackson if you don't have Doug Collins. You're not ready for Steve Kerr if you don't have Mark Jackson. So you need him to be able to get these guys. Like for one, Otto Porter broke his foot. And you think that's your third best, your kind of like glue guy. He ain't there. They've been searching for the wing
He's
spot.
probably
They don't
their
have
best
a wing.
player. Sadly.
They don't like look.
Otto Porter is probably the Bulls' best.
They don't
player.
have a wing.
Is that a hot take?
They don't have
No.
a wing. They don't have much. They're
That's a lie.
They're still a
That's
very
lie.
young-
I
They
think-
have all of these pieces.
I think
He's a
Otto
terrible
Porter
coach.
is the Bulls' best player.
Listen, everybody there depending on for the most part is under 24, 25 years old.
You know who can
so
do
they
a
have a
better
very,
job?
very young team.
Monty Williams could do a better job.
Monty Williams has better
Yeah.
players. The Suns are a better team.
But going to the season, nobody said that.
I don't know if I can.
No, going to the season, nobody said the Suns were going to be better than the Bulls.
We should evaluate the talent better. That ain't what you mean. Rubio, damn good player. Ayton, not Ayton. Baines, damn good player. Frank Kaminsky been playing.
I'm saying
better.
going to the season, people said the Bulls could compete for the 8th seed.
Nobody
had the Suns being good.
Yeah, because the West is very good. So we thought that that wasn't because the Bulls were great. It's because the East, the bottom of the East, ain't that good. That's why we thought that. We didn't think that because if you put the Bulls in the West, you thinking they're gonna win 28 games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that loss when they lost. Who they lose to the other night by 1, where Levine had that guy open under the rim.
That's his fault.
And he took some dumbass.
That's his fault though.
The most wild.
That's his fault. They ran They came up with the screen.
You know what I'm talking about? Is that against the Raptors? They lost by 1.
I think so. Levine waved the screen off and shot some bullshit. How was
that?
But
the guy was what's his name? He was open under the hoop.
How was that on Boylan?
He didn't throw it to him.
That's on Levine. Stop trying to be the hero.
But that means Boylan saying, "Just do you."
No, it doesn't. They literally came up for the screen. G came up for the screen. Levine said, "I'm good." Missed that bitch. How was that on, bro? How, G? Like for instance, last night.
Because he's obviously hasn't. Gotten him to buy into playing a certain way.
I'm not going to do that. For instance, last night with the Spurs, right? DeMar with the Cavs. Like, I know Pop ain't calling no isolation. DeMar got the ball, dribbled the clock out, shot a motherfucking step back too. If you gonna shoot some bullshit, you gonna shoot some bullshit. What you want me to do? Now, granted, you my best player, so look, I'll give you that leeway because you my best player. If you think you got it, okay, cool. But if you miss it, that's on you. I ran the play. I sent the screen up there. You waved the shit off. Now, it was probably for him to shoot the ball anyway, but not like that. So I can't put that on, bro. Like, look,
it's not my fault, bro. Head keep getting cut off.
Bro,
that's blame, bro. He
like,
keeps
bro,
standing up.
I don't think that man the best coach at all. I think he's cool. I think he still has a lot to learn. But I also think this team as a whole has a lot to learn. They were a very young team, and they don't have abundance of talent.
I will agree that. I think we owe, like some people in the media. I'm not saying you guys, but from like stuff I read for the season, overhyped the Bulls' talent
because you thought Laurie was way better. I never thought Laurie was good.
And like,
I think Laurie at best is Danielle Marshall.
Come on.
And at the end of the day, Levine,
trash ass coach.
Levine is not.
Danielle Marshall.
When you have a trash.
No, if Danielle Marshall played in this era, he would put up Laurie numbers.
I don't think Levine's a number one option. Do you?
That's fair. That's fair.
I think his ideal role is a 6 man.
I've heard that before. That's fair.
I think on a championship team, Levine is like a Lou Williams.
That's
like
fair.
He's coming in and dropping 20.
Here, stand up. Since you want to stand up so I can make sure you're in frame. There we go.
That's
People
fair.
at least see half your.
You know what I mean?
That's fair.
His ideal role is come in, put your head down, and get buckets.
That's fair.
But when you're relying on him to be a playmaker,
disrespectful, but
that's fair.
No, because he doesn't make other people better.
That's fair. I think Levine is
he's
pretty
a good
damn,
player, but
listen. I disagree with you. I think Levine is pretty damn good, but that's fair.
No, I'm saying he's good, but does he make people better?
That's fair.
He doesn't make
anyone better. But is it his job
better.
to make people better? He's a shooting guard. My job is to get buckets.
Somebody responded to my link. I tweeted if the Lakers win, and I also
tweet out that Eli says Zach Levine doesn't make anyone better.
But look,
I'm gonna
also
tweet that clip in a second.
But look, also check it out though. I think that Kobe White and Zach Levine on a good backcourt. I think both of them come in and
I like Kobe White, but he also probably doesn't make other people
exactly. He can't start with Zach.
Can he though? Like because he comes in off the bench, he's just trying to get buckets. I didn't watch him in college, so I'm genuinely asking. Like, can he distribute? Can he make others better, or is he just like a shooter?
I think he's just a get bucket guy. But at the same time,
so why they call him a point guard in the draft and all that?
Because he plays point guard.
He just jacks threes.
I mean, but that's what point guards do these days, jack threes, for the most part.
But you would hope they can also pass and drive and kick at least.
Yes, but also if you saying what you're saying about Zach, that's why
again with the light blue.
I fuck with those jerseys though, and also that's
I'm
their
sick
history.
of this light blue.
That's their history though.
Why?
Light blues
that's
for
their
college.
history though.
Who is that? Oh, Minnesota.
Yeah, but that's their history though. Minneapolis Lakers was that color. But
I'm
also
just sick of the light blue. Why?
But look,
what's wrong?
You trying to beat the Tar Heels?
So what? What's wrong?
That's their history, bro.
It's just non-threatening to me for some reason.
That's their history though.
Yeah, whatever. But I mean, as far as the Bulls, it is what it is. But now we watching Clippers versus
Kawhi's
Minnesota
playing
right now. Kawhi's playing, PG's playing, Pat Bev's not playing, Landry Shamet's not playing, JaMychal Green is not playing,
What's the latest
and Rodney McGruder is not playing. Correct?
Who started? Terrence Mann started.
Yeah, Terrence Mann, Paul George,
what are all
Kawhi
these
Leonard.
uniforms?
Huh?
Is this like the
City
night where
edition.
you wear?
City jersey.
City
Is
jersey.
that just
City
this
jerseys.
week or tonight?
No,
or?
what do you mean? I like these Clippers jerseys. I love them. I actually, like I said, they need to change the name of the team to the Legends, the LA Legends, and they
Why
need-
Legends?
Why Legends? Because that's the best name that you could probably get in California, other than naming them after some palm trees or something corny, like a ship or some shit like that.
But what is the connection of Legends? Like their history has no legends.
So what? You trying to create? You trying to create a new head? That's a lie. You got Paul George, Chris Paul's a legend, Blake Griffin's a legend, DeAndre Jordan's a legend, Kawhi Leonard's a
By the
legend,
way,
Paul
hold
George
on,
is
10
a
for
legend.
15. By the way,
Paul George.
by the way,
is, what?
final stat line.
Oh my god.
Listen to it.
Oh my god, bro. Here we
Between
go.
the two of them,
Here we
Harden and
go.
Westbrook, they had 77 points, 12 rebounds, 13 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks. By the way, James Harden, first team all defense.
You can
and
keep
5
saying that. You're
turnovers
not gonna convince me.
between the two of them, and they were a plus 30.
I'm
You've
not
never seen
convinced.
this type of production. You've never seen it. Never seen
That's
it.
a lie.
Never
Cap.
seen it.
Take that cap off.
Never seen it. Never seen it.
Take that cap
Never
off.
seen it. Never seen it.
Take that cap off.
Never seen it. And I gotta use the bathroom. Never
That's
seen
what I mean.
it.
I don't care. Eli here.
What?
I don't
Never
care.
seen it.
Eli here.
Never
Hmm.
seen it.
Eli here. Take
Never
that cap
seen it.
off.
Never seen it.
Take that cap off.
All right, Clippers. All right, Clippers or Lakers though? Who has a?
For me,
Or are you undecided? Which is okay. It's still early.
For me, I'm gonna actually take I'm still taking the Clippers. I think the Clippers have a team that's better and built and more equipped to just kind of survive the long haul. When I look at the Clippers and kind of what they are projected forward, I just think that what they don't have is a lot of guys out here that can actually. I would say the one thing that they don't have are a lot of guys out here that can actually finish games other than Lou Will. I don't even know what the hell I was just saying. I was definitely just editing the clip. My bad. I think the biggest problem with the Clippers is just that like PG ain't been PG late in games, and I don't think there's nothing wrong with him. I just think it's a rhythm thing. But I think the game they had in Indiana was very encouraging. I mean, the fact they only have 7 losses when Paul George, I believe, missed 13 games this year. Kawhi Leonard has not played in any back-to-backs. They're, I believe, 4-3 in those back-to-backs now, which he didn't play in.
Do you get the sense
they're
that
6-6 on the road? So I mean,
So if they played the Lakers
Yeah,
and they're the
I mean,
2
so they
seed,
play the
does
Lakers-
it matter? Or is it all Lakers home
no,
games?
I
at
mean,
that
it's
point?
all Lakers home game anyways. But if I'm the Clippers, I still get to be at the crib. So I mean, if I'm looking at Lakers versus Clippers, I mean, I still think that the Lakers versus Clippers, they can either play in the second round or they can play in the conference finals. I don't think they're going to be a first round matchup, obviously, unless like something catastrophic happens.
No, I think they're going to finish 1 and 2.
But but regardless, if they finish 1 and 2, then they'll meet in the conference finals, and I think we'll have one of the greatest conference finals in the history of the NBA.
Will those games be blacked out in LA?
Yeah. If you're
Not playoffs.
If you're not on Spectrum, yeah. I mean, they probably
No,
will.
playoffs won't be blacked out, right?
Yeah, they will. They probably will. I mean,
I doubt the playoffs will be blacked out.
until the conference finals, they do.
You sure about
No,
that?
because those games are on
until the
TNT or
until the
ESPN,
finals,
right?
until the
Yeah,
finals.
nah, the playoff game not
They
until
can't
the
back out
finals.
the
Playoff
playoffs.
game's not
Until the
getting
finals.
Playoffs not getting blocked out, bro. The playoffs not getting blacked out.
In some markets, yes, they are.
Are you guys going to get credentials for that?
Yeah, hopefully.
I mean, we hope some
Speaking
motherfucker.
into- speak-
I mean,
I
speaking
mean, we
into
gotta speak it into
existence.
existence. We putting in the work. Shit, we there all the time. Well, I mean, they ain't been here for a week, so we ain't. But I mean, I go to the shoot arounds. I ain't been to the past couple ones because, like, you know, I mean, ain't nobody really talk like that. But I mean, I go to the shoot arounds. I go to the games.
How many reporters are at the shoot rounds?
Usually
Depends.
it depends. If it's like a big game, like when they played Toronto, it was like a regular game day. Like it was a full scrum with like 30 people. Usually when they just playing regular teams, it's probably like 6 people there max, 7 people.
So that's good access, then.
Yeah, like 6
So
people,
like
7
Miriam.
people there. It's just like the usual like beat reporters.
Miriam,
it's just
Jovan.
all the usual beat reporters. I mean, they got it's like 6 normal beat reporters that they have. It's like all of those guys. I mean, I'm not finna list their names. I don't give away clout. But I don't. I'm sorry.
All right.
I don't. But I mean, the normal beat reporters are there. Usually like.
So if it's not a
Fox
huge
Sports-
game, they're
Fox
not
Sports
they're
is
not
there.
getting that many more people than us, really.
Well, G, you gotta stop with this shit, G. You gotta fucking stop, bro. Stop, my G.
No, they're not. They're
Stop.
not. It's just.
Stop, bro. You wild.
The difference is bigger networks.
You wild as
That
fuck.
would like be their covenant.
You wild as hell, G. You gotta stop with this.
What?
Stop doing this. You're
He
disrespectful.
said, stop doing this.
So you're
Stop
disrespectful
doing
as
this.
hell, G.
What do you mean?
There was more media there for OKC than it was there in the playoffs for y'all. G. You gotta stop with this. Like I feel you. Like you my dog, and we laugh in front of the world right now. But you gotta chill, G. You gotta stop, G. You will be wild.
I feel you though. Like, no, it's not that
Wild.
much more. The difference would be it's just big outlets.
Stop it, G. Stop, bro. Yeah, it's ESPN beat. It's
Nick
ES,
Hamilton
it's,
said
it's,
LA
it's
market doesn't care
ESPN
enough.
beat. It's ESPN beat reporters there, and you sit up here talking to me about this. Like, come on, man. You gotta stop it with that, man. You legit. You gotta stop, bro. You got it. Like Eli. You my guy, G. But like somewhere along the lines, you gotta realize like this is not good, G. You gotta stop.
What?
You gotta stop it with this, G. I feel you. It's not the same, bro. And you know it, G. It's not, G.
We're getting there.
The big reporter's not showing up.
Nick Hamilton just said LA market doesn't care enough.
Exactly, yeah. I'm gonna tweet this clip out.
I'm going on a
Get
show
this
next
shit.
Saturday.
I'm gonna tweet this clip out. Get that shit cracked because you tweaking.
Nick Hamilton's show was decent too. I rock with it.
What?
Yeah, shout out to Nick Hamilton,
Yeah,
man.
I'm going on a
Shout
show
out to the
next.
homie Nick Hamilton, man.
I'm
Go
going
check
on
it
the show
out.
next
It's called
Saturday.
The Morning After with Nick Hamilton. Google it. It's on the Good News
Morning After?
station.
What do you-
Yep, The Morning After. Oh, snap. We got a super chat donation. Shout out to the homie SKR. Then your ab 86. He said, I listen and I'm sorry. I listen, learn, and laugh. Just supported my dogs. Shout out to you for the super chat donation. We appreciate it, bro. You the best as always. Thank you. And shout out to everybody out there that's watching. Drop some questions in there, y'all, and then we gonna go. Somebody said, "Damn, can't shit about the Lakers, huh?" TBJ. I ain't got nothing to say, bro. Like what y'all want me to say, G? Like this is the thing I don't get about y'all. Y'all tell me that I had hot takes, and now I be like, yo, like my hot take was wrong, or oh no, they outpredicted my hot take, and I say that, I'm not gonna apologize. I'm never gonna apologize. This is sports. We're talking about games here. I'm never gonna apologize. But don't get me wrong. When I'm wrong, or when the team is doing well, like the Lakers have been doing, I'm gonna give them their props. They've been doing well. They've been killing.
Call them bums.
Huh?
Call them bums.
They still do got a bunch of bums.
They don't have bums.
Wait until the playoffs.
They have
bro.
veterans.
It's December.
They have veterans.
It is December.
They have
For the
veterans.
millionth, jillion, quadrillion, fanillion,
They're
infillion,
not
million, ganillionth. It's
Call them
December,
bums.
G.
Call them
The
bums,
homie
bro.
Scott said he don't even start watching basketball until the Super Bowl is
Scott
over,
don't
G.
like basketball like that.
It don't matter. He's a casual. And most casual fans of the NBA don't start watching until after the Super Bowl, G.
Okay.
Stop it. That's when it
Yeah,
start
yeah.
mattering, G. That's why they're trying to have goddamn tournaments right now. It will be a goddamn tournament going on right now in the divisions right now. Which actually low key would be kind of fire though.
Damn, I gotta stop.
I
I'm trying
actually-
to get into it with Nick Hamilton.
I kind of like that though, G. They should do that though. G.
What?
Every month of the season, every division should have a tournament.
Every month, no, not every month.
Yes,
not
every
every
month.
month. G. No. not
Every month for the first 4 months, you got to gear
not
up
every
for it.
month.
Yeah,
Not
you
every
get it.
month, G.
No. Listen, a different division. So like the Western Division has a tournament 1 month. The Southeast Division has a tournament 1 month. The other one, each of them teams get an automatic bid to the playoffs. And then already you got what 4 divisions locked up, 4 seeds locked up. The last 4 based on record. That will make it fire. Like imagine the Lakers versus Clippers roll into this, and the Lakers versus in the division tournament start in January.
Right,
The first one they get a pick, and the Clippers wind up losing, and they wind up not having a better record than somebody. And they fall to the 6th seed. Then they got to play the Lakers, in some random kind of second round series or whatever. Or you know what I mean? I think that kind of thing would be
It's
interesting.
just going back to what they did in the 70s when the division winners would 70s when actually up until the reason why it changed was because remember that series when in the 2000s where I think the Suns or somebody had the best record. Well, no, the Mavericks and I think Suns both won 60 games.
Yeah.
Because the Spurs and the Mavericks in the same division.
Yeah.
That the division winners got the top 4 seeds.
Yeah.
And then I think they got the 4th seed or something like that, and then they had to play in the second round. That was the 2 best teams, but they met in the second round.
Uh-huh.
That's why they changed it.
So Eli, what do you think about the changing? I mean, obviously you work in a W. They got a different schedule, different bracket, and all that. What do you think about kind of the shuffling of the schedule as it pertains to the NBA and them trying to want to shake up things Do you think there's a rating controversy? And not trying to like get you to like make some official statement, but just like do you just think it's just a matter of like injuries? I personally think that with Kevin Durant injured, Steph Curry injured, Klay Thompson injured, you take away 3 of the biggest stars and
Kyrie.
3 of the biggest. Kyrie Irving has been injured, largely injured. You take away 4 of the biggest stars, but really I'm talking about those 3 because they really won't have played the majority of the season. Kyrie, I still think will play most of the season. If he doesn't, he's a guy that also I told you before is an injury riddled guy.
No, I got a theory
you talk
on
to me
this.
about Steph being brittle. I just think it's because these guys are hurt, and I think if you're the Warriors every night was still must see TV.
Not really.
Yes, they were. Because they were still blowing. I mean, they like the Bucks. I don't even like watching Bucks games because I don't like their announcers. Giannis is going. I got mad respect for him. He's a legend. He is a legend, but they need some new flavor there. But I don't like listening to the Bucks broadcast, but I will still watch the Bucks because they are the team that's cracking and the best team right now. And that's the same way it is with the Warriors. Like, if you think about losing all 3 of those guys and you put LeBron, Kawhi, PG, and Anthony Davis in a completely different time zone when the most of the market is in the East Coast, it's going to affect it. I don't think
people enjoy watching Bucks games though. I also think it's very hard. I think Giannis is a hard sell.
No,
I think
Luka
Luka is a much.
No, he's
listen,
not. That's
listen,
a lie.
Listen. I think Luka is a much easier sell than Giannis.
Can I disrespectfully agree with you?
He's a guard.
I'm sorry. Can I disrespectfully disagree with you? I'm sorry. Can I respectfully disagree with you?
He's a guard.
No,
Giannis isn't like bro. We've heard mad people say Giannis isn't interesting to watch. I think bigs for the most part are harder to sell than guards because they just don't play as interesting and they play closer to the basket.
I saw this man.
No, I got a couple theories on this. I
saw the crowd there. I saw the media there. Like. That dude is
because he's an MVP. But again, like I don't know if
he's an international superstar.
And also I think people bought that ticket because they think Kawhi's playing. So you think you're getting Kawhi versus Giannis. I'm just saying that usually when you look at the history of the league, who are the guys that are like the main like marketed people? Guards. Guards are just fun to watch than big men. They just are. Because they play close to the basket, they can do the more up in the air, exciting stuff. They just are. Luka is an easier sell than Giannis.
I disagree with that, bro.
I don't think people knocking over the turnstiles to go see Giannis.
Like breaking down.
I don't think people breaking down the doors to go see Giannis.
I disagree with that because
your mama love basketball, bro.
No, it's not about my mother. Even her boyfriend, he will take trips to go up to Milwaukee to go watch Giannis play because he loves watching Giannis play.
He's probably a basketball fan, right?
What?
Exactly.
Ain't that the fucking point?
I think to the casual.
What?
What
the fuck are you talking about?
Like, look,
Shaq made a whole career dunking. What the fuck are you talking about?
The thing about Shaq is Shaq did so much off the court, and Shaq has Shaq is one of the big men where it's like I think the very few big men who was an actual real like star. Name me how many stars.
Like, Giannis not a star.
Okay, but not like listen, not like Steph, not like Luka. Already not like Luka. Luka's already a bigger star than Giannis.
Giannis got a signature shoe. Luka ain't got no signature shoe.
He gonna get one.
Eventually, he ain't got one now.
And look, I don't think that Giannis shoe should like what's the Giannis
wild as hell.
No, but look, what's the Giannis shoe sales? And then pull up the Kyrie shoe sales.
So what about? Come on.
I'm just asking a question.
Gee, is Giannis. So now all of a sudden Giannis ain't a superstar.
I don't know what I'm saying.
Bro,
on the court, he's a superstar.
Shit,
what
bro.
I'm saying is it's
harder.
It's harder to sell big men. Literally, go back in the history of time and name me all the big men who were like the marketable superstars. Shaq.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
He wasn't because he turned Muslim. He wasn't. He wasn't. No, he wasn't. He wasn't really marketable. He was not really marketable. He was not really.
No, I didn't just say Kareem. Okay, fine. Not take away. And then Lou Alcindor wasn't marketable.
Not like
you guys.
He went in fucking TV movies.
Listen, yes.
He went in movies and shit.
Listen. And then when he changed his name to Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, what happened? Come on. But okay, look, that's two.
Bill Russell ain't marketable. Will Chamberlain ain't marketable.
Moses Malone ain't marketable. No.
Alright, bro.
Let me know when you're ready to hear the real thing.
Iceman was more marketable than Moses. Tell me a lie. Iceman, George Gervin. Tell me a lot. Most of them are usually guards.
Huh?
Let me know when you want answers.
Answers for what?
This is the problem. This is why the ratings are going down. A few reasons. One, I truly believe that the game. I love this new NBA because, like, I grew up, like, I like the pace and space, but I do think there is a pickup basketball vibe to the NBA right now, in my honest opinion. And I feel like when I say that on Twitter, it comes off as like trolling, but like I want to articulate it more. Like I don't think that means it's bad basketball. Obviously, the numbers show it's efficient basketball because you should be shooting a lot of threes and layups, and the numbers show you shouldn't be shooting mid-range. Yeah. But at the same token, I'll be honest, like sometimes I'm watching a game and you see pull up 3, clank, pull up 3, transition, pull up 3, and it just, I don't know, it looks like you could see that at the YMCA. You know what I mean? Like you don't see as much nuance of like working into the post, move the ball.
Stop that.
I'm not saying it's bad basketball. I just said it's not bad basketball. I just said that it can get boring to watch 53s a game. Like it's not. It's the same thing over and over.
Getting blown out, bro. That's what's boring.
They did run a lot of plays.
32 though.
I'm not saying go see Caltech.
And they wasn't getting no action at the basket, G. So why not shoot threes?
That's not what you're saying.
It's not.
I'm just saying. I just think for a casual fan,
I feel you.
To watch game 25 of an 82 game season and watch a team shoot 63s, like I don't know, it's not as compelling. I think. And the regular season's too long.
Okay.
The regular season's too long. That's the biggest issue.
But when you say that, and you sound as if guys don't dunk the ball anymore. When guys have broken dunk records,
but they dunk
every year.
That's like a pickup style of basketball. Is what he's saying though.
Right. It's
like
uncontested
down the court
dunks.
and just like dunking and shooting threes.
It's
like
uncontested dunks.
He's saying it's like it don't seem like it's very much scheme in the game.
Right.
Just on the court
I think a casual fan who watches it. I don't agree with this personally. Because I sit like front row with pros and I know it looks different in person than on TV. But casual fans that watch NBA, I think there's a perception that like nobody's playing defense, they're just jacking threes and dunks.
I agree with you. Like even when my
we
dad
know
watched,
basketball, so we see it differently. But a casual fan, it kind of looks like a pickup game just with elite athletes. Even when my dad watch the game,
he'll talk about the 70s, like, man, there's more scheme in the game back then, like more scheme in the 70s and 80s. So it's like, no, I get what you're saying. I don't think it's necessarily that, but I do get what you're saying.
I disagree with that,
to some people,
because we appreciate this game, but I'm
talking
about a casual fan.
It was more scheme because it was less talent.
I understand that,
talented.
but
you're not wrong.
But the TV generation that makes ratings is that generation.
And I disagree with people saying that it's more scheme back then. Steve Kerr runs one of the most complex offenses of all time.
And you said the Warriors were very fun watch, right?
Huh?
And you said the Warriors were a very fun watch, right?
Yes, they
okay,
did.
But what about the other 28, 29 teams?
Most teams run decent offenses to watch. The Rockets still run a decent offense to watch.
I love the Rockets, but people hate watching them.
Exactly. I like watching the Rockets, but I know people say they get bored. They're like, okay, we've seen Harden do that move. Like
people say James Harden is the most unwatchable superstar ever. I love Harden personally, love him, can't get enough of him. But people hate watching it. They hate the isolation, dribble. I get it. It's just ball control.
Like this game right now, it's just like it's a good game, but again, like
we're also talking live on the internet.
Like,
bro.
Is this must see?
Oh my God!
Yes.
In all honesty, is this a regular season game? You literally said
this must
watch television. Like you said, I'm gonna break turnstiles. I'm canceling a date. I'm not gonna go to the movies. Is this must see TV?
Not for Clippers Timberwolves. For Heat Lakers, yes.
Like you're canceling dates, you're canceling all plans. But
this is also the late West Coast game, though.
I think
this is the late West Coast.
It's an 82 game season.
I feel you, but still, like those late West Coast games, sometimes you have matchups. Like if this is Warriors Rockets last year, you're like, oh shit, I'm ready for this. Or if this is like Rockets Clippers on Thursday, you ready for that? You're not doing nothing on Thursday.
I mean, because I'm gonna be because we might be covering the game.
No, but even if you weren't, you would still be like, yo, I'm watching this shit.
All right, here's another theory. Here's another theory. Here's another theory. You guys haven't heard over the last years, like people now more so are fans of players, not teams, right? That's kind
how
of
the NBA has always been marketed though.
Right?
That's how the NBA has always been marketed though.
In the past, if you're a fan, like when I grew up, like I was a fan of the Bulls. I wanted to watch a lot of the games. I wanted to see how the team progressed over the year. But like if you're just like a casual fan, like you love KD, you love LeBron, like you can just watch them in the playoffs, like when it matters. Like what is this game? If you're a Kawhi,
yes, but I feel like players are the new organization because they move teams so much. So it's like if you're a fan of LeBron, you're a fan of LeBron.
That's what I'm saying. So you can just watch LeBron in the playoffs. Whereas if you were a fan of the Lakers, you want to watch the regular season.
I disagree with that. You want to because you want to watch LeBron every night. It's like, yo, I want to see LeBron play as much basketball.
But nowadays you can go on your phone and watch. Like LeBron's 5 best highlights. Like you don't need to sit down and watch the actual game.
That's also why ratings are down. Even like you don't have to watch a full game. I can go watch an 11-minute game compilation.
Right.
And get the whole thing there.
And nowadays, like again, if you're a casual fan, you could probably log on Twitter and scroll for 10, 15 minutes and watch like the best clips of the night that people have posted. You know what I mean? So like, unless you're like a basketball nerd, like you don't have to watch the game.
I agree. I don't disagree with you.
So that's hurting the ratings.
I disagree with that.
But is my question is, when they say the ratings are down 22%, is that capturing people that watch on like apps and Xbox and smart TVs?
Yeah.
Or are those ratings just people watching
they
on
are,
like
but
a
they don't
cable
count
box?
people watching illegal streaming.
How do they count that? How can they count if you're watching?
Because it's digital. I mean,
No, because isn't it Nielsen ratings? So don't you have to have like a Nielsen box or whatever?
I don't know about that.
That's what I'm saying. Maybe
I
think it's inaccurate.
I'm gonna keep it
you know?
with you. You might be on a whole nother wave than I know about. I ain't gonna even lie to you, fam.
Well, no, I'll be honest. I don't think anyone knows. I've asked like a lot of people this question.
Really? Yeah, but that's also why I say like this. I also think that this myth that the ratings are down is also like a myth to kind of help them build up their ratings.
What do you think of the pickup basketball aspect?
I don't mind it. Like I like watching basketball. What I don't like watching is like sloppy college basketball. I like the fact that the floor is spaced. I like the fact that they can shoot a lot of threes and drive to the basket. I like the way that the game is being played today. I don't like all of the isolation basketball with Harden. But also at the same point in time, I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't like watching Mike get the ball on the block and posting up and fading away all day long. So it's like you pick and choose what you want from certain people. I'm sure people didn't like watching Shaq back up people and push them off and destroy them and dunk all on them all game long.
I think
so. You got to pick your. I think
the Rockets play the best style of basketball in the NBA.
So, but listen.
Go away.
So the NBA added more fouls to get more offense and free throws. Hence, like Harden shooting a lot of free throws, but. Couldn't you argue it's kind of backfired in a way?
Didn't add
like
more fouls.
No, but like they said no more hand checking. So like you can't.
But that quote unquote speeds the game up, makes it more quote unquote fun to watch. Like you can't take as many threes and we can hand check you 94 feet. It's impossible.
But at the same token, now there's more fouls and free throws, so the game gets choppier too, right?
It's not always more fouls and free throws. There was a lot of free throws back then. Kawhi has tied his career high with 16 points in the first quarter.
I also think like. Ratings are just down in general in TV. Like, there's just so much shit to do, right? Like, I don't know. There's more shit to do. Like, people don't sit down to watch appointment. Like, unless it's the playoffs, I don't think as many people, like, feel like it's must-watch TV. Not just the NBA, like, sports in general.
It can also be fair. Not mad at that opinion.
Yeah.
Even, like, TV shows. People used to be like, I'm watching this show Sundays at 8. Now you don't have to do that. You watch it when you can. You
watch it on the app. They all come out on the app. You can watch it on the app.
You watch it.
I definitely watch replays of games on the app and stuff all the time. But also like you said, if they are just Nielsen ratings, then yeah, they don't really count all of the digital streams and stuff like that. But also we do have to take into account the fact that a lot of people have like illegal streams and stuff like that. So that just kind of is what it is on that front. Retweet that, by the way. But yeah.
I feel like they must be counting at least like League Pass. The league wouldn't be dumb enough to lose all those views, right?
But was the league the one that released all of this info, though, or was it somebody else doing a report? That's what I'm saying.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like Nielsen releases all these ratings.
Shit, my bad. Yeah.
All right, Kawhi tied his career high.
Yeah, okay. We both tweeted it. Which one gotta go? The one with the GIF or the one without?
Okay.
Which one?
The one.
Make a decision. Well, never mind. Somebody responded to the one. Well, the other one got 3 retweets, so never mind. Forget the other guy. Oh, never mind. That might have been me. Or whoever. Shout out to them though. But anyways, what do you think about your bro? Remember we had that Melo versus Shabazz Napier conversation? I'm just saying Shabazz didn't have to worry about getting signed to the team.
You guys think
I'm
Harden?
Just saying.
You think
Shout
Harden?
out to OJ, man.
You think
OJ
Harden?
legend, bro.
I know you're a Harden guy, so do you think he'll win a title before he hangs it up?
If he doesn't win one with the Rockets, I think he'll win one as a 6th man in 2024.
Like you're saying, like he'll go chase a title, like later.
No,
in his
he'll run out
career?
with the Rockets, and then he'll run out his contract with the Rockets, and then they'll probably, if things don't go right, they'll probably want to rebuild, and he'll go sign as a 6th man with the fucking Lakers in 2025 and win a ring. He'll be the and then win another 6th man of the year and win a ring.
So you're saying he's not gonna win one the way he plays now, basically.
Yeah.
I don't know if listen.
He knows it.
I don't know. But no, look, I'm gonna give him a shot. I think this is the best. I think the next 2 years they have are the best shot they had. The next 2 to maybe 2.5 years are the best shot they have to get to the finals. I don't know if they'll do it. I'm gonna give them a shot. Because I think about Look, even when I look at the production that Russ and Harden can have again, you've never seen two people in the backcourt that have the type of production. Also, I think even like Russ shot 50% today. Also, Russ has been dealing with dislocated fingers. He had hand surgery last year, so Russ' hands ain't been right. Also, Russ this year at first he had knee surgery. He didn't even step on the court. But real quick though, he didn't even step on the court and practice this summer until training camp. Also, Eric Gordon been hurt. Daniel House been hurt. Austin Rivers to miss time.
When's
Capella
Gordon
to miss a couple Christmas, I think. Christmas. So even some of the places where he's positioned on the court, Russ might not be positioned in when Harden has the ball in the double. Like I said, Russ, if you look at the numbers from last year from the corner, he was 36%. So which was higher than Chris Paul. Chris Paul was 34% last year from the corner. So if you put him in that corner and you got those shooters out there, now the one thing that does bother me with them is their size. If they don't win, I think it's because of their size. Like, they don't really have much
They
size.
don't win is because James Harden couldn't get it done.
Stop. It's because they don't stop.
Kobe wouldn't let that happen.
Stop. Yes, he would. It's because they don't have much
Kobe
size.
wouldn't let that happen.
Yes, he would.
Steph Curry wouldn't let that happen.
Yes, Steph
Curry wouldn't let that happen. He
Anyway.
ain't let it happen last year.
Anyway.
He ain't let it happen last year, did he?
Anyway.
Did he let it happen last year?
Anyway.
Did he let it happen last year?
Anyway.
Did Steph Curry let it happen
Yes.
last year?
Yes.
No, he ain't let it happen last
Anyway.
year, did he?
Look.
He ain't let it happen last year,
Look.
did he?
Look.
No, he didn't.
Look.
Yeah,
The reason
I
we
gotta
big
agree.
dog.
The reason why we
Them not being able to get it done when Durant went down. I mean, it
He
fell
played-
into their lap and they couldn't get it done.
They played 5.5 quarters without KD. Also, what people don't realize
So what?
is, listen,
But that's
Five and a
chance.
half quarters with no
That's
Kevin
your
Durant.
That's your chance.
But listen. People.
Gee, if
focus-
John Quill Jones didn't play for 5 quarters, they might have won.
But listen.
And we gonna leave it at that.
Listen.
We ain't gotta say nothing
No, they
else
wouldn't
about it.
have. They still would have lost that series.
no.
Alyssa Thomas was destroyed. They still lost the series. But look, though, here's what I'm saying, right? Honestly, if KD plays, I think they win. Reason being is KD slows the offense down. I think KD. Listen, I said it millions of times with Kevin Durant, what they want to do, and even KD said PJ Tucker is one of the hardest guards. Is one of the best defenders in the league. So they would lock everything up on the perimeter. KD ISO would obviously still be the best option, but it just slows the offense down. So now instead of coming up down the court and we get into the offense and we shooting the 14 left on the shot clock, you dribbling every possession, we can double you, slow it down, take you out your rhythm. Now you shooting with 6 left on the shot clock. I actually think if KD stays in, they win that series just because the style of play changed. Yes, you think that they aren't as good of a team without KD for sure, 100%. But the style changes. Now we go back to 2-3 years ago. Because you ain't really got no ISO player like this, so now we just moving, and we running plays we ain't even seen in 2 years. You know as a coach, we done came into the scouting for one thing all series. You go out, the whole game plan changed mid-game.
You literally can convince yourself of anything.
I'm just like my thing.
Also, and real quick, also one of the reasons why they won also was because offensive rebounding. They just don't have much size.
But that's my thing. My issue isn't so much with Westbrook, even though I don't trust him to make threes late, but I agree with you, like, they can find ways to mix up the spacing. I think it's everybody else, like, Ben McLemore, he's making shots so far, I'll give him that, but I still, like, if they're relying on him as a starter, like, that's a problem. Like, you're not winning titles, I'm sorry, with, like...
He's not starting House, he is.
Like, but again, House, McLemore, Hardenstein, or whatever, like, this is
He
not...
doesn't play.
This isn't a good supporting cast, like... That's my issue. Like they've lacked depth every year. So I think like Harden runs out of gas in the playoffs. Like they've never had 10 guys.
Not really.
That can
he hasn't run out of
contribute.
gas the past 2 years.
Oh yeah, he just lost, right?
They just lost.
Exactly.
That's not running out of gas.
Boom.
They
Boom.
just, like,
What
he
about
just
against the
lost.
It ain't
Spurs?
happening to Stephen,
That
Wardell,
yes, but also,
Get it done.
Yes, no, look, yes.
Get it done, big fella.
Yes, but also, that's why they went out and got Chris Paul. They went out and got Chris Paul, and they changed up their bench a little bit right after that. So there you go. And also this year, granted, my whole thing, I think they have the depth. My thing is just the size. Like if they run up against a team who has guys that can play like them,
What depth
are bigger
do they
than
have?
them. Look,
They have
I
no
think,
bench.
Look, no, that's not true. They got EG coming off the bench. I like EG. EG is off the bench. Austin Rivers is good. Actually, Austin Rivers is good. I think that Austin Rivers can at least replicate some of what Russ can give you.
I just think Tucker at the 5.
He's a 4. But when they
I
go
know,
small,
but they
he's a
play
5.
him at the 5. Like I don't think, like you said, the league. Like,
Tyson.
The league has more bigs
Tyson
now.
Chandler,
Like
Tyson
it was like an all guards thing because of the Warriors and Draymond
I
at the
agree.
5, and now it's going back where
I agree.
there's more bigs.
I agree.
It's just that
I
the
agree.
bigs can play, make, and shoot.
I agree.
And Tucker at the 5, I don't think is good enough. Like,
I
it's
agree.
just not big enough.
I agree. That's so my whole thing with Rockets is like
And then with
size.
Capella out there, there's other issues. So,
But the thing about Capella is a really, really good defender. At least
But
protector,
they don't seem to play in crunch time. They seem to play Tucker at the 5.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm not arguing for
Because they
that.
wanna
I'm just
spread the
saying
floor.
that's what I see.
I agree. No
Deandre
light.
I don't think that's good enough.
I feel you. Like
Obviously, he doesn't think Capella's good enough to be playing those moments.
Nah. The thing about it is they want to run 5 out. So like they want to run 5 out to give Russ and Harden driving lanes, put Tuck in the corner.
But how does that work when you're going up against AD?
You just gotta hope that your shooting can offset that.
Yeah, I mean it's a
gotta,
numbers game for them, but
Battle of styles.
But again, then if you're doing that numbers game and you've downgraded now to Westbrook, then on
You
shooting
haven't really
threes.
downgraded though, because yes, but same thing is Russ can get to the paint way more than quicker than what Chris Paul could. So when they double Harden and you get Russ the ball and he flies to the lane, that's why PJ Tucker is shooting the best he's ever shot on corner threes. They all wide open.
But you just said Westbrook's the best in the corner. If you want them to do that duck in drive stuff, then he's got to be on the wing, where he doesn't shoot well. He's horrible shooting there.
But if you boom rotate, he get the ball, pump fake, drive to the lane. You got to stop balls. That means Tuckman, who went there, probably gonna collapse. Easy pass or Russ getting a bucket at the rim and get fouled.
I agree if they're willing to do some more action and not just stand around. Like why not start Westbrook in the corner and go set a pin down for him?
They do a little bit more now,
and then hit him coming off a pin down screen, boom, right to the rim.
They do a little bit more action now. Like I've actually been watching like every game. They actually put in more plays than what they put in last year. They will at least sometimes like run Harden off of action and get the ball, run Russ off of action. They also have like a lob play they do in which like Harden is like they come off the screen and like Russ cuts from like the corner and gets the lob. It hasn't really like worked for a lob yet because like Russ like working out the chemistry. Also like Capella and Russ are figuring it out. Right. They also have like this little floppy action that they do. So they have put in a couple more plays than what they had previous years. Now granted,
right? Because I never Westbrook's entire career. I've always felt like if he was willing to like set screens and move, he'd be so much better. Because imagine if he screened for a shooter. Think about how much that would confuse the defense. 2 people go to the shooter. Now you lob it up to him and he dunks, or he goes back door. But he stands around too much.
Real quick though, when has he ever had shooters? When? Never.
But I'm just saying, like, he's never shown a willingness to like go set screens,
when has
set
he ever
pin
had
downs,
people he
cut.
set screens for? Who is he cutting for?
Yeah, that's fair.
Like,
but I'm saying, if
he cuts now
if he's just standing at the wing, this team can't win a title.
I agree, but
if they can get him to buy into moving without the ball, setting screens, then it can work. But like they need to use him as a decoy and a screener too, because he's just not a great spot shooter.
No, they did. Like if for instance, even the game against the Spurs, remember they had Russ set the screen for Harden. And Harden took the thing. I thought it should have been the other way around. Harden setting the screen for Russ because Harden's faster. Because Russ is faster. But that's what they did. Also, the play I'm talking about, like you'll see Russ cut from the baseline. Like you'll see Russ cut more. But if you think back in the history of OKC, who am I cutting for? If I don't have the ball, who got the ball? They had fucking Andre Roberson playing shooting guard. The hell I'm cutting for him for?
Yeah, I just think Russ needs to cut like 5 threes a game out of his diet, and it would be like a big.
I mean, how many is he taking this year?
I gotta look it up, but I know in the playoffs he just jacks and jacks and jacks.
I mean, yeah, but in the play, like he's probably who else gonna shoot him?
You
look at the literally, bro, with the Thunder. Look at the 2 guards they have.
The Bulls lost the Hornets tonight, 83-73.
Yeah, but the Hornets are probably a better all-around team.
I just had to pause this conversation
Russ
and
is
say
taking,
Jim Boylan's troops just dropped 73 points at home.
Russ is taking 5 threes
Disgusting.
Russ is taking 5.1 threes this year.
Oh my God,
he's taking 5.1. He should be taking 3.1.
I disagree with that. I disagree with
1.1.
No, I disagree with that. He got to shoot the ball again, and also Capella getting so many offensive rebounds. It really don't matter. Like it doesn't matter that he misses.
Yeah, I mean the Rockets I think would lose in 5 versus a team like the Clippers.
I think that.
You agree?
I think that yes, but here's the thing. As the more I watch him. If Russ, like even in the game that I saw them play, right? If Harden remember how Harden played both of those games against the Clippers. Harden was working their ass out. Even the last time that happened on like the last second shot. If that's easy out there, that shot might go in. So I'm with you. I don't think look. I thought the Clippers would be a bad matchup for them. Honestly, I think the Mavericks would be a worse matchup for them than the Clippers would. Because the Mavericks can play like the Rockets, but they're way bigger. Like their whole lineup is 6'7" and up. Then you got Porzingis, you got Dwight Powell out there, and both of them can shoot threes. So the Mavs can play 5 out too, but when they play 5 out, you talking about 6'7", 6'7", 6'7", 7'3", 6'10".
They just don't have the problem with the Mavericks is that after Luka,
they don't have
there's
a
no
secondary
reliable
playmaker.
scoring. Like Porzingis has just been okay. Like
I don't think this. I think there's no secondary playmaking. So like everything has to come from Luka. Like every single play for the most part has to be made from Luka, which is also why I think his numbers are how they look because he got to do all that.
It's not. I think in the playoffs, they're well coached, but it's just they have no other playmakers.
I agree,
And
but I think the size will be an issue for Houston as opposed to the Clippers. I think they could deal with the Clippers' amount of size. Like the Clippers don't have a crazy amount of size, and I think at that point it's just like, yo, Harden's a great one-on-one player, and Russ is fast as shit.
Right.
Let's duke it out.
I also think again in one game situations, you can like Luka's going to do his thing, but in a 7-game series,
You can hug it down
I think
on
teams
him.
are going to figure out like let anyone else beat us. Like they don't have anyone else really that's going to make us pay consistently. Like Steph, like what's his name, the other Curry, he can get hot and drop 30 once in a while, but he's not going to do that every game. Porzingis, like again, he's slow. He's still coming back from an injury. Like if you double team Luka in a 7-game series, they don't really have enough playmaking.
Who doesn't?
Saying in the
The Mavericks
playoffs.
don't?
I'm saying in the playoffs.
The Mavericks don't have enough playmakers.
If teams say we're gonna put 2 bodies on Luka, we're gonna trap, we're gonna do
I
zone.
disagree with that. Tim Hardaway can't make a play.
No.
I'm saying to win a 7-game series in the West against good teams.
Yeah, but they have enough shooting though. They have enough shooting, and Kristaps and you act like Kristaps Porzingis is chopped liver, bro. That man was an all-star before he.
But
tore
he's
his
still
ACL.
coming off a really bad injury. He's
So
not
what?
the
He's
same
still
player right
playing
now.
decent as hell.
He's okay, but he's not.
What you mean?
He's okay.
He's still decent as hell.
He's
bro.
not tearing it up.
He not bad either. He ain't Draymond Green.
He's
Shit.
not bad, but I think
He
next,
ain't Draymond
I think
Green.
next year's when we're gonna see
I
is he
agree.
the same player he used to
I
be,
agree.
or is he gonna be 70%?
I think the year for the
of that?
Mavericks is next year. I think that next year when they like, okay, what do we have to, what else do we have to
They
get?
need one more playmaker.
Exactly.
Porzingis right now is averaging 16.6, 18. I'm sorry, 8.7
On
and
40% shooting.
On 40% shooting. He'll
Okay,
get better.
but
He'll get better.
exactly,
bro.
that's my point.
He will
But
get
he,
better,
but
G.
the
He gonna get
Porzingis on
better.
the Knicks and in his heyday
He also
was like
not
he
that
a number
good.
two,
He
though.
also wasn't that good on the Knicks.
He a
was-
number
was-
two.
But he was clearly a number 2 his whole career. He got hurt because he was number 2. His body, I don't think his body.
But he was dropping like 25 a game.
Because he had to. I mean, like, yeah, but who else was shooting the ball? It wasn't like think about it. You would number 1 on a team with nobody else, and you give me 25. That ain't that much. That ain't that much. So look, I'm with you. I think the year for the Mavericks is next year. I think they need one more playmaker. And like also, I think what you'll see is teams right now. I don't think they. The only team I've seen really guard Luka is the Clippers. They guarded him. Like I still see teams like put their point guard on Luka.
But again, teams play completely different in the playoffs.
I agree, and I think that
literally
really-
like in the playoffs, like the video coordinator staffs, they have one job to like dissect
Dissect
one team, and
I feel you.
and then the coaches say, how do we stop Luka Doncic? And when
I
you
feel
have
you.
when you have a coach like a Doc Rivers, or
They gonna
whoever,
put Mo Harkless on that man.
or
It's not
Quinn
gonna look
Snyder,
the
or
same.
whoever,
I'm
like
with you. What-
they're gonna come up with schemes, whether it's just a double team, whatever it may be, where they're gonna make other people beat you. And Porzingis and Finney Smith, and like that's just not good enough
I think
in the West.
I think
Again, you
I'm
put
with
the Mavericks in the East, that's a different story.
I'm with
but-
you. I think what you would see is like they will put a bigger guy on Luka because a lot of times you'll see like the point guard him. Like when they played the Pistons yesterday, right? They had Bruce Brown 6'4", Luke Kennard 6'4", guard Luka. It's not gonna get it done. Also, the Pistons don't have nobody really guard Luka on the team because Tony Snell probably should be guarding him honestly on the Pistons because he's a bigger body.
God.
At least he.
Tony Snow.
But exactly. So I'm with you. When the playoffs, the team sit there dissect you playing the best of the best. They have better defenders.
Thibodeau made that guy's career.
Thibodeau.
Tony Snell. I feel like he got like a rep as like a great defender, and like he's still somehow in the league. Even
Nah,
though
I
he can't really
think
do too
Bud.
much.
I think Bud because he played with the Bucks.
But he was in that Thibodeau, the end of the Thibodeau era.
Yeah,
He was Butler's backup.
Yeah, I remember. But no, I'm with you. I think that in the playoffs people will dissect it. But I just saying for the Rockets, the size.
There's your guy.
For the
Rockets
Rockets,
season.
what?
For the Rockets, I think the size of the Mavericks would give them trouble. Would give them now who will win the series? I don't know. I would still pick the Rockets, but I think it would give them trouble.
What are your thoughts on the Spurs? Like, I didn't think, obviously,
The Marcus got to go.
I didn't think they'd win the title, obviously, but like, I'm kind of surprised they're this bad. Like, to me, I was like, until Popovich retires, they're a playoff team.
So look,
So I'm a little surprised they're this bad.
Look, I was watching the Cavs Spurs game yesterday, right? I feel like this is the first time I've ever seen a Spurs team not play for each other. I think they have a lot of guys out there playing for themselves.
Do you think they kind of recognize, okay, this team, this is not the old Spurs with Duncan, and we got to make our contracts like?
Yeah, like
is
I don't.
Popovich not connecting anymore? There's only so much he can do.
I think there's only so much you can do. Like literally, I don't think that they're playing for each other, and also I think that even when I look at the Spurs, right? Now, granted, I don't think you need to shoot mad threes, but their starting lineup has 3 people who won't shoot threes. In this day and age, that's not gonna get it done.
And they don't.
Jakob Poeltl not gonna pull a three.
Right.
LaMarcus and DeMar. So they got 3 people who not gonna shoot threes.
But I like some of their young guys. I like Lonnie Walker.
I agree.
I think he deserves more minutes.
I like Lonnie Walker. I like Forbes.
I said that too, and Jimmy told me I was crazy. The homie Jimmy on Twitter.
Even
No.
Trey Lyles, who's
Who's
been
Jimmy?
decent.
Tell Jimmy to. Tell
C.
Jimmy I'll
Field.
have a word with him.
Jimmy C. Field. Shout out to the homie Jimmy. He told me that I was
That
tripping when I
old
told
white
Lonnie
dude
Walker
who's always
that-
tweeting with you guys.
No, not the homie Rich. Shout out to the homie Rich, man. Shout out to the homie Rich for always being down. Shout out to the homie SKR for doing your ad for donating earlier. We appreciate you, bro. He donated $5. As I said before, and as we said all the time, all of your super chat donations go to help us make better content, to help keep bringing you us. To help us keep you with amazing content. Shout out to the homie Eli for coming through. So the Clippers are currently up 48-36 on the Timberwolves. Pavi, what do you think about the Timberwolves this year? Obviously, they like teetering between the playoff spot. Wiggins is averaging 24. What do you think about the T-Wolves?
I told you Wiggins wasn't bad. I told you that Wiggins would have this season. I told you he'd average like 22 points. I think I told you that, right? I said 22, 23 points a season.
He's
I told you
fading
that.
a little bit though. He had a really hot start, but he's
I mean,
fading.
yeah, he's not going to average like 25. He's going to get you about like 22, 23 for the season.
I know, but like at the beginning of the year, he was dishing out a lot of assists, and I think people thought like, okay, he turned a corner, like he's playmaking, and I think
He's good at blocks, though.
I think he had like 5 really good games, and like it became a media narrative, and now it's kind of coming back to earth a little bit.
I mean, yeah, but like his coming back to earth is like Wiggins is a scorer. If he's not scoring, why is he out there? But also this season.
No, I know, but I'm just saying like now they're starting to lose, and it's kind of like it's the same issue where they don't really have like a playmaker.
To be fair, this is still the highest month. He's averaging 3.4 assists and 1.2 blocks. I think he's top 25 in blocks in the league.
What's his shooting percentage? I'm I'm just curious. Like, I'm not up to date on it.
It's 45%. So it's actually the second highest he shot so far, and 33% from three.
Okay, I mean, yeah, he's playing pretty well. Like, Cat's doing his thing, but like,
They just don't.
I don't know.
They don't have enough. They just.
I just think like Jeff Teague's not the
Can't be
answer
dropping the new
anymore.
shits like that.
They're
Like-
not gonna make the playoffs. They're not gonna make the playoffs.
I agree. So that's my thing. What's their deal? Because like they started hot. They have Cat and Wiggins in theory, right? 2 studs in theory. Like, what's kind of holding them back?
They just aren't that good. Like what the rest of the team. Covington's cool, but like I think
Yeah, they got Covington.
But I think
they
Covington's playing
got
out of
players.
position though. They got him at the 4.
I just think Jeff Teague is a real problem.
Jeff Teague too. Jeff Teague probably isn't the. That's
He
also,
was a nice player like 5 years ago on the Hawks, and you're still like, you know what I mean? Like, he's kind of at the end of his career. Like, if he was like an 8th man, 9th man, or a backup point guard playing 10 minutes a game, I'm cool with that. But like, I don't know. I never liked that signing. I don't know why. I just thought Thibodeau. I thought that was one of the underrated big mistakes of Thibodeau's tenure as the GM. Like, I think he brought in Teague, and it really kind of it changed the development. Like when they did have
I
Chris
agree.
Stone, when they had other guards, it's like, well, now you had to play Teague 30 minutes, and he was okay, but he wasn't. And even Wiggins, like, 'cause now you had this guy Teague who's gonna hold the ball and
Yeah,
dribble,
yeah.
and it took touches away from Wiggins. And Towns, who we know is like he has a tendency to be passive. So I don't know. It
I
is
think
weird.
Rubio is probably a better point guard for them than all of them were.
Right. It's weird though. They have this guy Towns who's dominant, like an Embiid. Who are the other really
He's not
dominant
really
bigs?
dominant like an Embiid.
No, but I'm saying like he fits that mold in theory. Like he was supposed to be one of these Davis and Embiid. Like there was a debate 3-4 years ago, like Davis, Embiid, or Davis. Who would you want?
Or Towns.
Towns, Embiid, or
I think-
Davis? But he just like his.
It's still a debate.
But exactly, that's what I'm
thing
saying.
with
That's what I'm
Towns
saying.
is
But I'm
that-
saying his isn't leading to winning basketball. Like
The thing-
Embiid and Davis, they're winning.
Here's why.
Why is it not connecting with Towns?
Because
It's
I
like
think
he plays well, but it doesn't lead to W's.
I think the thing with Towns is he's too perimeter oriented. Like you out there taking 10 threes a game. Now granted he's good at it, but he's not dominant. He's just really good, but he's not going out there and dominating the game. He's taking 10 threes. You can't dominate from the center spot taking 10 threes a game. Or however many threes he's taking a game. Like, Davis plays a power forward position. Embiid, when he feels like
loves
playing.
a 3 too.
But think about Embiid. When he feels like even last night, when Embiid feels like playing center, Embiid will go down there and play fucking center.
Yeah.
Towns don't really be out there playing center like that. Towns like a tweener. Like, Towns don't go on the block and just dominate. Like, he's best, honestly, on the perimeter, putting the ball in the floor, getting to the rim, things like that.
And I think ultimately he just hasn't been a good defender in the NBA.
That too. He's not a great defender.
Like, he's gotten a little bit better, but like he was like
Horrible.
the worst
2
years ago. And he's gotten. I'll give him credit. He's trying and he's a little bit better. But like, if your center is a really bad defender and like that's
Your center
that's
and your
your
point
center
guard.
fielder, that's your safety.
Your center and your point guard.
I mean, right, and Teague's like very average at best. So, and Wiggin, I mean, yeah, I think, I don't know. I feel like Ryan Saunders has done a pretty good job.
He's a good coach. I like Ryan.
Like, he's a good coach. He's a good young coach at least. Like, he has potential.
R.I.P. Flip, man.
But it's just not happening.
I think that they can make the
Yeah,
playoffs.
what do you
I
think?
think
You're
they
just
can
dodging these questions.
No, I'm not dodging them. I think that they can make the playoffs. I think that they will make the playoffs. Probably in the 8th
Will?
seed. I think they will.
It's about the standing.
I think they'll make the playoffs in the 8th seed. I think they'll go up against the Lakers, maybe win one game, and then they'll lose. I look at the Timberwolves team.
Okay, right now they're in 10th place. So who do you have them passing? Because I hate when people say a team's going to make the playoffs and they don't say who's going to be out of the playoffs. You know what I mean?
I know who's going to be out of the playoffs.
Okay, so OKC's ahead of them,
Not
Phoenix
making
is
the
ahead of
playoffs,
them,
not
and
making the
Sac's
playoffs,
ahead of
Not
them.
making the playoffs.
So who are your
The
8?
Blazers are making the playoffs and the Timberwolves.
I don't think Blazers make the playoffs.
Okay, so fair. At least you're saying it how it is. You're saying that Blazers.
The seeding is probably going to be Lakers 1, Clippers 2, Mavericks. I actually think the Mavericks are going to be 4. I think the Rockets are going to be 3. I think the Nuggets will be 5. I think the Jazz will probably be 8. I'm taking Minnesota at 7. And I'm taking Minnesota at 7. And I'm taking Portland at 6. Portland's still only 2.5 games back. Everybody
So
act
he's
like it's
got
doom and gloom.
Minnesota at 7. So you'd have Sacramento and Phoenix falling out at 11 and 13.
Yes.
And OKC is at 11 and 13 too.
All right, so for me, I got Lakers 1. I'm going to actually put...
Bless you.
Thank you.
I'm going to put Houston 2. I'm going to put Clippers 3. I'm going to put Denver 4. I'm going to put Dallas 5, Utah 6. I'm going to put Sacramento 7. And you know what? I'm not going to give a hope on Portland. I'm going to put Portland 8.
So you guys are both high on Portland. Now we should talk about
I'm
them
gonna
then. Because you both have them
I'ma
making
put
the
Portland
playoffs. So you
8.
guys got to explain
I'm
yourselves.
going to put Portland
Portland's gonna make the
8
playoffs.
because, look, I'm not giving up on them. I said they'll make the conference finals. That's probably not going to happen.
I'm
But
telling
look,
you,
I'm not giving up.
Whiteside is a problem. Man.
Nah, bro, the thing about it is, man,
Kevin Love is still available, though.
it's just like they've had so many injuries this season, bro. It's like if they would have been
I know,
healthy.
but Hood's out. Like, he's gone. He's not coming back.
I know,
So what-
but I want to believe in Dame. I want to believe in CJ, and I want to believe in Melo. So I'm gonna give them like 2 more weeks before I fully jump ship on the
But
Blazers.
they're two bigs, Nurkic and Collins,
I know.
are going to miss like
I know.
most of the season, not
I
all the
know.
season.
I know.
And their best
I know.
guard off the bench in Hood. I do
know.
like Simons.
I know everything you're saying is valid and right. I know, but I'm gonna give them 2 more weeks.
I think Sacramento's going to make the playoffs.
They are. They are. I think
And I
they
guess
are.
I got to give Luke. I'll be honest. Like, I wasn't the biggest fan of Luke Walton as a coach, and they started out like 0-5 or something, right, or 1-5. But they've played pretty well recently. And De'Aaron Fox has missed most of the season, right?
Yeah, but he'll probably come back soon.
They're playing the Knicks right now. It's 32-24. Let's see right here. I mean, obviously the Knicks, that's an easy win, but yeah, the Kings have played well without Fox. Does that mean they're like? Does that say anything about Fox?
They just have a good basketball team.
It makes him tradable to me.
No,
they're
have a good
building
basketball
around
team.
him.
They just have a good basketball
I think
team.
they building around Buddy and Bogdanovich.
Well, okay, but
And I
funny
think
now.
that Buddy Bogdanovich.
Okay.
I think Buddy and Bogdanovich occupy the
We
same
need to
space.
call out all of NBA Twitter right now because when the Kings traded DeMarcus
I
Cousins,
said
all the NBA Twitter stats guys said the worst trade in NBA history, and that trade looks really smart right now for the Kings.
I said they
because
would.
Buddy Hield is a really good player,
We had an episode.
and
It's called
Cousins
Free Boogie.
is done.
But the thing about it
They
is,
got
yes.
they got that like everyone made fun of the Kings for that trade.
I agree.
And that
I
trade
didn't.
was-
Literally,
and the
we had an
Kings.
episode called
He
Free
didn't.
Boogie.
He didn't. I did.
Literally,
I did.
that
He did.
night, we had
I know, but I'm saying
we had
like
an episode
all
called
the
Free Boogie.
99% of
Look,
the NBA
see,
Twitterverse
look.
slammed the Kings.
Look, this is the episode. Go back if y'all want to listen to it. It's episode Hoops and Brews, episode 15. Look, this is the cover. It's called Free Boogie or Boogie Free. Hashtag
But that
Boogie
was
Free.
about you wanting him to get another chance.
No,
I'm talking about
no,
the
it
Kings
wasn't.
did well
No,
in
it
that
wasn't.
trade.
No, it wasn't. This was about when they traded the man. This is about this is literally
Who else
about
did
the
they
trade.
get? Look at that. I'm actually curious. What was
They
that?
got a pick. They got I think the pick became like Justin Jackson. So they traded Justin Jackson, but the pick became like Justin
Yeah,
Jackson.
they traded
I
Justin.
mean,
Jackson.
Buddy
He
Hield's
doesn't
like
matter.
Fox has been out, and Hield's their best player, leading them to victories against good teams.
But they have a good team though. Even like Rashad Holmes has been very nice. Harrison Barnes, Trevor Reeves have been stepping up. I forgot Reeves in the league, but he's been damn good out the bench for them. They have a good
He is.
basketball
He
team.
I know, but
he
I'm
was
just
kinda
saying,
locking
like,
up Harden
Buddy
the other
Hield is
day.
Yeah, he
really.
was.
Buddy
He
Hield.
should though. He fucking practicing the man for 5 years. You should know what the fuck he gonna do.
Buddy
That's
Hield.
why. But look. That's why I had no remorse when he got it with the shoulder thing. You practiced against him for 5 years. You should know his moves. I'm sure y'all didn't play on the same team.
Weak.
You guys
What do you
realize
think
this?
about Harden's
Yo,
move?
Buddy Hield is averaging 21.5 points a game
Yeah.
and 5 rebounds and 3 assists. Like,
Hey, damn good.
people laughed at this man like 2 years ago.
I
Damn
did.
And people said he was a clown and that trade was a joke.
I didn't.
The thing
That's
about
what
it
people said though.
yes, but the
I
thing about it was
And they got a lot of value, and since they lost Cousins, they've
they
been
didn't
like
get a lot of value. They really got. It was really Buddy for Boogie. Now with the fact that Boogie,
and who would you rather have?
listen,
Buddy.
listen. With the fact that Boogie is basically decapitated now.
Decapitated.
Yes, I would rather have Buddy. But if Boogie was available to play basketball, Boogie would still be the better basketball player.
I don't know. Buddy Hield's looking like he's playing in the Western Conference.
Yes,
and
but
has his
Boogie
team
had
in
his-
playoff contention without Fox.
Yes, but Boogie at his peak was
I mean,
still-
this team has a lot of good role
They have
players,
good
but you
players.
can't tell me they have any studs.
Nah, but they got good players.
And Hield is their best player.
I agree.
I'm just
No,
saying,
I'm
like,
no.
I'm just saying, for as much crap as Vlade
It's
Divac
Buddy Hield
has
also.
taken as
I don't
their
know if
GM,
he's their best player.
that was a good trade.
I don't know if he's their best player. I think when healthy, Marvin Bagley is their best player, but it's also
No,
a problem.
you're lying.
What? Yes.
I gotta walk away now.
Go ahead.
This is my Hoops and Brews debut. Walking out. Marvin Bagley? How is this man not starting if he was a so-called number 2
He's
pick?
hurt, bro.
Oh my God.
And
He's
he was
not
a
hurt.
rookie
He's
last
playing.
year.
Why is he
Oh,
coming
finally
off the
back?
Why is he coming off the
'Cause he
bench?
was hurt.
If he's a number 2
He
pick.
was hurt, bro. He was dead ass hurt. He finally
Marvin
back.
Bagley,
this-
not their best
If
player,
this
bro.
man can't start over Bielitsa,
Harrison Barnes better than Marvin Bagley.
No, he not.
Yes, he is.
No, he not.
Yes, he
no,
is.
not.
Yes, he
no,
is.
not.
Would you
Stop
like-
letting that game
you like
7.
Bielitsa?
Stop letting that game 7.
I like Bielitsa. He game the Rockets the other day. I love Bielitsa. He's a legend.
Oh wow, Minnie made a run.
Yeah, Minnesota made a run. But that's the
letting
thing
that
about the
game
Clippers.
7,
The Clippers are susceptible to runs.
Stop letting that game 7 interfere with your mind. Barnes out here having 16 points, 5 rebounds, only 2 assists,
Like I
but
said,
16
Eli
points.
walked off laughing my ass off.
You guys should get a sponsorship from them.
We
Do
should.
they sponsor any podcasts currently?
I
I
have
don't
no
know.
idea.
Help us get one.
Honestly,
We need to expand, Eli.
if you're listening, if you're looking for a good IPA tonight,
Yeah.
Sculpin Grapefruit.
Yeah,
it
balance,
always
yeah.
comes. IPAs bring a lot of flavor. They got the extra little kick with the grapefruit, and it's like drinking 2 beers in one. You know, if you're sick of the same old Coors Light and whatever, it's actually, even though it's a little bit more expensive, you're actually getting the amount of alcohol of 2 beers in one. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, y'all want to take a shot and walk to Papa John's in the hour?
Sure. Wait, watch it where?
Papa John's.
Papa John's, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Why did I bring that then?
What?
You don't like my Casadores?
Oh shit! I forgot you bought some Casadores. Cool. I ain't gotta drink that shit. I forgot you brought that. I'm so used to being the host. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody watching though. Have me grab the iPad, read something from the chat.
I'm fine.
Let's see what people been talking about.
What'd you guys think about the Knicks firing Fizdale?
Bro, you gotta charge your iPad so you won't focus it.
I know it was charging.
Thoughts on Jaylen Brown this year? Eli?
I like the Celtics. Well, like I'll start with the Celtics. The Celtics right now, and actually I'm glad somebody asked that. Who asked that? Good question.
I can't pronounce his man.
I like to give people credit.
Abdul, shout out Abdul.
Abdul. The thing, like, I'm curious your guys' take, because like the Celtics have four playmakers in Tatum, Brown, Kemba Walker, and Gordon Hayward.
And five smart.
And smart at times has shown he can do it. So I think it's why they're such a good regular season team, because they can play 4 or 5 guys at a time that can shoot, drive, pass. They're pretty unselfish considering they have 4 guys who could just say like, I'm gonna get buckets, get out of my way. Like they're a pretty unselfish team. But that's my issue with the Celtics. Come playoff time, it's like they have 4. To me, they have like 4 tier 2 stars, right? Like to me, Tatum, Brown, Hayward, and Walker, none of them are tier 1 playmakers. They're all kind of tier 2. So it's like, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's like, who's their best player? Like, I feel like they don't know the answer to that question.
Kemba.
No.
Kind of,
No.
right? But he has the best resume, and he's probably who I would give the ball. But again, is his ceiling, is his athleticism better than Tatum or Hayward?
No, I think Tatum is going to be the best player. But I think right now, on December 12th, 2019, and for the rest of the season, Kemba Walker will be their best player.
I agree with you, but what I'm saying is when you have Brown, Tatum, and Hayward, who are all more athletic, all bigger than Kemba, like it's just kind of weird. Like, why aren't they getting those opportunities? Like, I don't know. I think sometimes the Celtics play hot potato. It's kind of like, whose turn is it? Who's the man here? And I think in the playoffs that can be tough in like a Game 7 when, like last year, like the Raptors knew Kawhi, you know, and that's I think what ultimately propelled them even against Philly. Like I make the same argument about Philly. Again, in crunch time, Philly seems to have some issues. They don't really know what to do with the ball. I think Boston faces the same issues. When I've seen them in crunch time, if it's not Kemba, they kind of don't know what to do. And then I think Kemba's not quite good enough to be like that ball dominant guy.
That's fair.
I don't know. I like Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown's floor is higher than Tatum in that like he's a great defensive player. He's athletic, but I think like Tatum has a higher ceiling.
I can agree with that.
Like if Tatum realizes his potential,
you think
he could be a star.
Yeah,
I don't know if Brown really has that.
You think Brown is like a 2-time All-Star, and you think Tatum is like a 7-time
I don't know if Brown's an All-Star. I think he's like kind of just in that next tier.
That's why I said 2-time, because those
like maybe in the East he
that's why I said
randomly gets
if
to me like Tatum could go to the West, and if he reaches potential could still be an All-Star. I don't know if Brown to me projects to be like a very good role player.
I agree. I mean,
like a third option on a really good team. Like I don't know. I think the shot's not quite consistent enough. His offensive game, like when he can line drive to the rim, but he doesn't have a lot of shifty stuff. So I think he's a good player, but I think like if you're a Celtics fan, I would still not give up on Tatum. I think he really projects that more in his tool bag.
I agree. I mean, look.
And Tatum's defending better now too.
But Tatum's never a bad defender though.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like if Tatum proves to be like almost as good a defender as Brown, then it's a no-brainer.
Also, I think Tatum is playing the position he should be playing. He's been playing power forward this year. Like even when I saw him at FIBA, I thought he was playing nice because he was playing power forward. I think I think if Melo played right now, his position would be power forward. Like if Prime Melo, he's playing power forward right now. I'm talking about Prime Melo would play right now. He's a power forward. The same way I think Tatum right now is a power forward. When you look at the NBA today, I think Tatum is a power forward.
What about Hayward? How do you think he's doing?
I think Hayward's having the best year of his career, honestly. I do.
Interesting.
I do. I mean, look at his percentages are better. Now, granted, I think he may be like 2 points down from where he was in like Utah, but I think Hayward is like he's gotten stronger. Like way he wasn't this big in Utah. He's gotten stronger. Like I like what I thought.
So that's my thing. Like if you're saying Hayward is having the best year of his career, but you're also saying Kemba Walker's the best player, like.
But I never thought Gordon Hayward was that great.
That's kind of.
Which is why I'm saying this
but
right
he
now.
did like. Fair or not, like the Jazz with Hayward made it to the second round in the West, and like Kemba and Charlotte, like What did they do?
It was Charlotte, bro.
I know, but
That
I'm
Jazz
saying
team
like
had more talent. Donovan Mitchell.
I'm saying like it like
did the
like
same thing.
like
Donovan Mitchell
forget
had a really good
circumstances.
team.
Like if healthy, let's say like Hayward's at his 100% potential.
Yes.
You don't think he's better than Kemba Walker?
No.
It's an interesting one.
And
That's
even-
close.
and-
I will say that's a close one.
Even with Kemba, I think Kemba's a better defender than what people give him credit for. And I agree, he's not going
But
to
he's
lock
just a
nobody
small
down.
like Hayward's. That's a tough one. But that's my point. Like with the Celtics, come playoff time, it's like we don't really know. Like
That's
who
fair.
should get the ball?
That's fair. That's
Like
fair.
2 minutes left in the game. Like, are you riding on Kemba,
That's fair.
or are you saying no? They should just move the ball on whoever's ever open.
I
Or
think
should Tatum get the ISO because he's bigger, or should
Honestly,
Hayward?
I think it depends upon matchup. I think like if
Like, let's say they're playing Miami. That's a good example. And there's 2 minutes left, and Jimmy Butler's going at you, getting to the
Who's
line.
lined up with who, though?
Who are you going back
who's lined
at?
up with who? Who's lined up with who? Because that makes all the difference to me. I think whoever has the best matchup is who you get the ball to.
Including Brown, or are you choosing between Tatum, Kemba, and Hayward?
Tatum, Kemba, and Hayward, because those are the best three scorers I think that they have on the team.
But Brown would probably have the biggest mismatch, probably, right?
Would he?
Well, their issue too, though, is like they don't really like. Is Tice good enough as a center? He's played well, but like playoff time,
I think he's solid.
would you have Canner out there or Tice with a minute left against
Depends
the
on the
Heat,
situation.
Game 7 of the second round?
Canada getting his ass cooked.
Tice.
Just because.
But even still with the Heat, they don't really have. But even still with the Heat, they don't. They don't
That's
really
the thing
have.
with Whiteside out, or shit, I'm thinking last year. But who are
Myers-
they gonna have
Myers-
out there? Kelly Olynyk.
Bam and Myers.
Canner could kind of survive against
It's like
that
Canner.
matchup.
Canner in that matchup could survive. In that matchup, he could survive.
So
Yeah, I don't know. The East. Actually, you weren't here last week. What are your like? I said last week that the Raptors were really impressing me.
Look, you weren't here last week. like,
I'm taking control of this pod.
You want
asking
even
questions.
assist last week.
Hey, I used to be a journalist. I ask good
Come
questions.
on. Let's
But I'm
go.
saying, like, I said last week that I think the Raptors have been really impressing me, and the Bucks and Raptors I think will be the Eastern Conference Finals. Now, I'll admit it might have been a little premature. Now that I'm
You said
watching
Bucks,
the Heat a
Raptors?
little bit. Last week I said that. I've
don't
been
hate that.
watching the Heat a little bit more this week, and I definitely want to see them more. But I didn't ask you, like, who do you like in the East right now? Because I think the East has become kind of interesting. Like, I feel like the West is talented, but like we kind of know it's probably gonna be Lakers, Clippers, maybe the Rockets.
Bro, I think the same
The East
thing.
is really interesting.
I think the same thing with both conferences, bro. I think everything depends upon matchup.
Who are you liking in the East though?
Like
who
even-
is your Eastern Conference Finals if you had to pick today?
It's like if Bucks and Heat played, right? I think in a series, I think the Heat could beat the Bucks. But if Raptors and Bucks played, I think in a series the Raptors might win that. Reason being is when I look at Giannis does most of his work. Now granted, he can stretch out to the perimeter more, but for the most part he does most of his work down low. I got Marcus Gasol, I got Serge Ibaka, I got Siakam. I got guys to meet you at the rim. Whereas I look at the Heat, Bam can jump, but Giannis bigger than you, bro.
Giannis smashing.
And Myers is Myers ain't really like rim protection. And then I look at like the Sixers, and I'm like the Sixers should be the best team.
The Sixers
Should be the best team, but
I've been ranting about this for 2 years. For some reason I don't like Brett Brown as a coach.
They're
in the
lemon
playoffs.
shots, by the way. I put a little bit of lemon in them.
okay.
What are your
Alright.
thoughts on Brett Brown?
To all the guys, man, if you're under 21 or 18 in Canada, you better not be fucking drinking. Don't do it. It's wrong. If you drink responsibly. Always drink in moderation. Drinking the Casadoras provided by Eli today. Go ahead, talk.
Again, it's a very different team this year, but I think like one of the first times oh, you alright?
Yeah.
One of the first things we talked basketball at U Rustic Inn, shout out to the Wings.
Yeah.
We were watching a Sixers game, and I think I said to you, like, there's something about Brett Brown's like last 2 minutes I just don't like.
Yeah.
But also,
I don't know.
I don't think he knows who to get it. Like, who is there? Like, who again? The Sixers. Who is their guy? You think it's Tobias, but like, is Tobias that good?
That's my point. Like, that's why I don't see them making the finals. Because if you don't know who your own best player is, Obviously, Embiid's their best player, but I'm talking about. I mean, we've all talked wings and guards make plays at the end of the game. Like when you don't know who your playmaker is with the game on the line, like that's a problem. I think the Celtics, they don't know that. They could say it's Kemba for now, but they don't know.
It's Tatum.
That's what I'm saying. We could debate,
Tatum,
but the fact that we can debate that means we don't know.
Fair.
Like Kawhi Leonard was the guy in the Raptors.
But with the Clippers, who's the guy at the end of the game?
Kawhi Leonard.
No,
obviously.
It depends on the matchup. It does. Some games it'll be loose. Some games it'll be PG.
The thing about the Clippers is they have trusted.
It'll never be Montrezl.
The thing about the Clippers is they have trusted guys though.
But that's
it's
the thing. Like
I trust Lou, I trust PG, I trust Kawhi. With the Celtics, we don't know, and they don't really have trusted guys like that.
Yeah, Midba, as I used to call him.
So honestly, for me, bro, man, I think the Bucks and Raptors had the best chance to make it back to the final. I honestly think the Raptors can make it back to the
That's
finals.
what I said last week. I said Bucks, Raptors, Eastern Conference Finals.
No, I think the Raptors can make it back to the
Raptors
finals.
look worse with Kyle Lowry there, though.
I think they have to figure it out.
Yeah, you got to give it a little
but also,
time, man.
Van
Vliet
been hurt too.
I will say, like, that's, like, I'm not just saying it because I work for a team, but I'm saying I used to kind of, like, make them, like, that's one thing I have learned in the last couple of years with, like, a front row seat to a team is, like, like when people come back from injuries, it does take a little more time. Like I used to be like, oh, that's BS. Like it's a
Giannis.
But like it changes everything because like even like you covered us this summer. Like one player's starting and now this player's back, and like these players like these are human beings and they mentally even they got to get used to a different role.
Like you have to like realize that first
Giannis
of all,
3-ball is crazy this year.
You have to realize that first of all, I'm okay. Number one,
you can't tell me though Kawhi's not their guy. I mean, I'm sorry.
Like
when the game is on the line, Kawhi.
It depends
I'm sorry, he's gonna get the ball.
Okay, yes.
Come on.
Yes.
It depends on the matchup, bro.
I hear what you're saying, but Kawhi Leonard's gonna be the one they give the ball to, with the game on the line. You don't bring Kawhi Leonard.
No, you're right.
You don't spend
if I got
the summer.
one shot for my life on this team, here you go, Kawhi.
Yeah, and I'm with you. I love Lou Williams. I think he's capable, but like. You just don't bring in a guy like Kawhi Leonard, 2-time champion, and not give him the ball.
I agree. But who do you think is the worst matchup for the Clippers, Eli?
Let me pull up the West. I mean, like, I'm assuming you mean other than the Lakers.
Yeah. Philly hasn't lost at home this year. So, like, I mean, you guys are saying this, but they still haven't lost at home.
Oh, you're including the East? I thought you meant the West.
No, I'm just saying, but still, Philly hasn't lost at home this year.
So with Philly...
Because you guys are just criticizing Philly. They haven't lost at home this year.
Right. So with Philly, the thing with Philly is that guy... What's that guy's name? Tybal?
Yeah, Tybal. Matisse Tybal.
They do have a lineup that's, like, literally you cannot score on them.
Yeah.
Like when they play that guy Thibault,
Yeah.
Simmons, Horford, Embiid, and Richardson, like you have a stud at every position.
Which is why, like,
now obviously offensively there's some challenges, but like
you can create defense, offense, sure.
Like,
but like you can create defense through your offense, though.
At their peak, like if Philly can figure out the offense, and if Brett Brown can kind of figure out what do I want to do with it, like offensively, their defense in the playoffs is going to be like elite.
I think that the fact
I watched them last night. Who they play? Boston last night.
Yeah, Boston.
Like their defense,
It's got ice
like
cube.
when they're locked in,
Whose
like
cup is that? That's yours.
No, that wasn't mine. That's mine. That's yours.
Yeah. Go ahead.
their defense is. I mean, how do you score against that line?
No, I agree. And you can also like create. You can also come on, my guy. Give me this.
Are we still live?
Yeah. All the ice kept. Yeah, put that over there, bro. I'm sorry. My apologies. Sorry for having ice in y'all shots. That's fine, because it's only 7-something. So that's actually good.
It's hella is 7 o'clock.
Exactly. It feel like it's like 8. It feel like it's like 9 o'clock right now. But I guess that's a good part because I mean the night is still young. But all right, Eli. So who's the team that most surprised you this year?
obviously the Suns were the popular pick, but they've kind of faded a little, right? Or they still kind of in the
They
mix?
faded a lot.
What do you mean?
They faded a lot. They're now like almost near playoff miss.
But they did lose Ayton. They lost.
Yeah, Ayton. Yeah, when is Ayton coming back? It ain't been 25 games yet.
No.
Damn, how many games?
But the thing with the Phoenix is though,
Late January.
No, he got 25 games.
they're bad, but they've been.
When did the 25
Play
games?
like 4 games. It's gonna be like late
Yeah,
January,
bro, he should be coming back soon.
But they were better with. They're better with Baines.
I don't. Yeah, but think about how they would look with Baines or Ayton coming off the bench.
Is Ayton willing to accept that type of role?
Who gives a fuck what he want? He a goddamn. He in second.
He's not
He
coming
better.
out.
It's the age of players.
It's been
The
20.
players call it.
It's been 24 games, so
He's not
Ayton
coming
probably
That's
got
what I'm saying.
3 or 4
So,
more
not
games.
coming
so
off
he's
the
saying,
bench.
who cares?
He's not coming out.
Okay.
Yo, number
So if
one
Monty
pick is not
Williams
coming out.
says we've been better with Baines, then what's gonna happen?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing at all is gonna happen. Because Phoenix has been a so-so organization for the past couple of years, and they trying to figure themselves out. And I think what you do with a guy like Deandre Ayton, we didn't make you go and get a positive test for PEDs. We didn't do that to you. You did that. That's your responsibility. You got to deal with it. We've played better without you, as than how we were playing with you last year. We're gonna work you back in, bring you back in off the bench, and we'll figure it out from there.
I will say,
you're really gonna play that good, and you outplay. If you gonna hoop against Aaron Baines, you gonna out-hoop him anyways.
He's not coming out the bench.
Shout out to
will.
Monty Williams though.
To start, he gonna come off the bench. Watch. To come back, he gonna come off the bench. I don't even see why. What's the point of what is that a game for him to come back in and be starting immediately?
Shout out to Monty Williams, graduate of Potomac High School of Oxon Hill, Maryland, and Prince George's County, Maryland.
How the
State
fuck
champion.
do you know that?
Because
Why do
I
you
worked
know that?
there. That's why I coached the girls basketball team.
Oh, okay.
And Monty Williams, graduate of Potomac High School, Oxon Hill, Maryland, Prince George's County, won 2
How did you wind up
state
in Oxon Hill,
championships.
Maryland?
Shout out to Monty Williams, Potomac High School, Oxon Hill, Maryland.
Eli, what's your story? You know what? This is one thing I realized we never
you
actually
gotta turn off the live.
No. This is really one thing I realized.
I thought this thing went off a while ago.
No, it don't go off. It ain't off. Eli, what's your story?
Can't be having all that.
Well, nobody, who cares? It's hoops and brews. We drink moderately. You have not consumed more alcohol than you should be. We've been doing this for about 2 hours now. 2 drinks per hour, you good, G. You following the laws?
We don't drink that one?
Hell yeah, we don't drink and drive. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah,
also
who is drinking that beer?
it's
Only
tea
have
in
one beer
here.
today.
Yeah.
But
But
good stuff. Shout out to Skull.
Eli, we don't. I feel like we don't do this enough.
I really think they
What-
might sponsor you because they probably have, nobody from sports has probably ever reached out to them.
Well, hook it up, G. I keep telling you, you want to come work for H&B Media, you can quit your job at the Sparks. Quit your job at the WNBA. You sick and tired of the producers? No, I'm joking. Let me stop. You sick and tired of the GMs? No, I'm joking. Hold on.
Post it up, hold up every time we do. Yeah. Champagne, 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 champagne.
So it turns out our special guest wants to end the happy hour. So are we gonna take a shot and end this happy hour?
Yeah.
or are you scared?
What's the move?
Are you scared? What do you mean?
What should I say on Nick Hamilton's pod?
Whatever you want to.
He's trying to come at me.
Good.
Go crazy.
I'm sure you're gonna watch this.
Fucking dropping this shit.
I'm sure you're gonna watch this. He's
Yeah,
studying
okay.
game film for you. He ready. He coming for you.
Lucky I have a case on this.
I think he wants to be the next Skip Bayless.
He coming for you. You better be ready, Nick. I know you watching it. Be ready for him. Bring the heat. Shout out to the Good Morning After show on the Good News radio station. Shout out to the homies at the Good News radio station. By the way, Pappy, talk about our live show. Eli, you come to our live show, bro?
Yeah, I'll be there.
You want to be a guest on our live show?
Emma might come too.
You want to be a guest?
Yeah.
You can be a guest.
December 21st,
How
down and
many
out
guests we
bar.
got?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
I'll tell you in a second. December 21st, down and out bar, Los Angeles, California, DTLA. We, along me, Hoops and Brews, TPJ, along with Courtside Radio, live podcast.
Yep.
Again,
Yes.
down and out bar, 3 p.m., 7 p.m. Also, there will be a
It's two shows though. It's two shows. Though.
I said Hoops and Brews along with Courtside Radio.
Yeah, but it sounded like because somebody said they thought we was doing it together. So like,
Anyway, it's 2 shows in one night. Courtside Radio is doing one of their shows. Also, us at Hoops and Brews, we're doing a show. Also, there will be a
charity drive.
Charity drive.
A charity drive. Please bring socks and underwear.
Wait, can you
socks and underwear.
Can you go through the agenda though? Because it's 3. That's a long 3 to 7. So
It's
what-
not long.
Are you guys first? You second?
We're second. We're second. First, it'll be Courtside Radio that will go and they will do their
From
show
3 to 5, and then we'll go on from like 5:30 to
6:30 to 7.
7.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. So arrive. Doors open at 3:00. We will begin promptly. So make sure you show up, and we will begin. We will have a ton of laughs, a ton of guests. Hopefully we can get Eli to come through. Hopefully the girl, I'm sorry, the homegirl Lele will come through. The homie John W. Davis will be there. I'm sure he'll want to come up for a second to talk. Please come through. Down and Out Bar, as Pappy said, in downtown. It is 2 shows. It's not 1 show. Because I've seen a few of y'all say on the internet, like, or people have asked me, is y'all doing a show together? No, it's 2 shows. Courtside Radio first, followed by Hoops and Brews. We will be going on last at the Down and Out Bar Saturday, December 21st in Los Angeles, California. Come out, hang out with us, grab a drink with us. It's 21 and older, correct, because it's a bar. But we do appreciate all of the love. If you over 21, come grab a drink, pull up, listen and hang out with us. We're gonna have the the condenser mics with us, so we're gonna be getting jokes off. If you wear a weak fit or you come through and you being a heckler, I'm flaming your ass on stage, get your bean head, lil shoe, lil neck having ass out of here. But no, I'm joking. Anyways, the Clippers game is back. Clippers are up by 10 right now. Minnesota's down. But we're getting ready to get out of here. Any final words? Eli, you still ain't told us. Tell us your story, bro. How'd you come up, bro?
What do you mean?
What's your story? Who are you? You been
That's
on the
not
show?
for the cameras.
It ain't gotta be on the
It's not
cameras.
for the
Give us your camera version, Eli. You want to be one of the greatest people to ever work in WNBA, NBA sports history. They gonna know your story one day. This gonna be a clip in your documentary. That's what you got to think about it. So who are you, Eli?
That's
Tell
how
people
you get
about
from
you.
coaching in Maryland to
Yeah, exactly. You
Yeah,
telling me
right.
about coaching women's basketball. What's your story, bro? You ain't got to go crazy. What's your story?
After college, I worked at a high school in Prince George's County, Maryland, called Potomac High School, Oxon Hill, Maryland, right outside of D.C. Shout out to Potomac. Shout out to Dante Cunningham. Shout out to Monty Williams.
Dante
Yeah, he went there as well.
A name.
And I coached the girls team there. I'll be honest with the listeners. I tried to get I wanted to be an assistant with the boys team because that's what I knew. Watch boys basketball. Was a Bulls fan, and turned out their program was like a state championship program. They got a great coach by the name of Renard Johnson. He's still there to this day, and they've been to 5 or 6 state Final Fours, won a couple titles. A lot of D1 players. I think Cunningham and Monty are the biggest names, but he's had a lot of D1 players over the years. But the girls team had no assistant coaches, so my first year there, I agreed to be the assistant coach. I had never really coached before. I played in high school. I knew the game, but I just kind of learned. And then halfway through the season, our head coach got fired for an off the court incident. I'm not gonna shame the guy here, but it wasn't for bad. Nobody in high school, they don't fire the coach halfway through the season. You guys are 4 and 7.
Yeah. You're fired.
But whatever, he got in trouble for something off the court. And I had I was the only assistant, so I was first year out of college, and I took over.
Yeah.
We were like 2-9, and we finished the season like 4-4 with me as the head coach. You know, which is like from a 2-9 team.
Yeah, pretty good.
So the administrators are like, "Do you want to just be the coach?" You know, like we don't even need to search. So I did that for 3 years, and we had one player end up going D1 to a small school called Arkansas Pine Bluff. But it's a D1 school in like the sky. I don't know. The MEAC,
The MEAC.
It's with like Jackson State, Florida A&M.
It's the black college.
So like, now that conference, like PG County basketball is like crazy. Like the girls teams there that had like legit programs that were like they're recruiting from like the middle schools and elementary schools up. Like they're beating you.
KD from PG County, right?
But that's wild how deep recruiting.
Like they're beating.
KD from PG County.
That's the thing. Like girls, even boys and girls basketball there. Like if you're winning in high school, it's not even because you're good. It's literally because from like kids in like elementary, middle school. Like it's like a program, like summer camps, like. It's like a pipeline of like I want to go to this high school. So like we became like from like a 2-9 team. I had developed like a 500 program with like kids going to college. But like there were some programs there like competing for state titles or like and you know like girls basketball in high school like the good teams are winning by like 70 points. It's like you like I was coaching kids that like when they got there like we couldn't even get the ball to half court. Because like you have full court diamond press and you have girls that are like probably should be on JV teams having to play varsity and like they can so I feel like it was good work done, but then I was ready for a change. I've always wanted to live in New York, so I moved there and got like a teaching job at a charter school and coached boys there. Had more success. I think like coaching in PG County made me ready to coach like these guys in Brooklyn where I just came in like very more confident in what I was doing. And there we were like 11-4 in my first year. And then I put them on like an AAU circuit, and a couple of them are playing like D3 ball now. So I really like that. Like, but then I went to grad school for journalism because like I didn't want to teach anymore. I wanted to just like coach and write. So that's kind of like when you guys started to know me. I was kind of coaching at Caltech, writing.
I remember that.
Trying to do it, but
at house parties. I think the first time I met you was at like a Halloween party.
Right.
I don't know when I met you.
And literally, the first thing you was like, "Yo, bro, I like hoops and brews." I was like, "I have like what?" I didn't even know you. I met you because like we would just like go and hang out and party with our random friends, but like literally like at that point you were like, "Yo, I like hoops and brews."
Well, because I think like now basketball analysis has gotten. It's almost gotten so cookie cutter, which is like everyone looks at the same 3 stats and just like it's so analytical. But I feel like people have just lost. I don't know. It's just there's no variety anymore. Like everyone has the same opinions. Like I think why I liked your guys' podcast is because like there's so many podcasts where like I do like their analysis, but at the same token, like the hosts just agree like every point. Seriously, like there's so much out there.
That is the opposite.
That
is the opposite.
Like, if you listen,
I don't even.
A lot of basketball podcasts.
What's your favorite color? No, I'm not gonna say no. Right now, but I think what's your favorite color?
Black.
I was gonna say blue. I
was gonna say red though.
Blue for the first half of my life, and then black for the.
I was black red for the first half of my life, black for the first half of my life.
My guy.
What neighborhood you from though? In Chicago. What kind of neighborhood you from?
I'm from across the train tracks from you. You know, motherfucker.
Nah. Is it?
Well, see, I done lived all around Chicago.
But like what? But
I
like
lived all around.
Most of the neighborhoods.
I lived on 47th Dan Ride.
Have you lived in G neighborhoods or Stone neighborhoods? Mostly.
I've lived in both, to be honest.
I
lived in both, but that was never my life.
Stone neighborhood.
That was never my life. I just like.
It's just the fact I lived in a Stone neighborhood my whole life. It's just like certain shit. Like bro, I couldn't even say G growing up. When I was outside, I was like, bro, don't say G, say Mo. Like you could like, bro. It was so many Stone in my neighborhood to this day. I don't own no blue. How much do you see me in blue? Like actual royal blue? Never.
By the way, my students in PG County said Mo.
No, but it's like a.
I'm serious.
Yeah, it's like
like like not me, but like at ETHS, people said Joe.
Yeah, what up, Joe?
Joe, yeah.
And then,
I mean, Joe is just like random slang.
Yeah,
like,
but that, like when I was in high school, like that's what people said. Like
G Rose,
G Rose.
But then when I was in PG County, my players were like, it's Mo.
On the court. The fact he did it so smooth and nobody knows what he did unless you from the crib. His ass said, big. so smooth. I'm like, yo, what, bro? First of all, I ain't even seen nobody do that in at least 15 years, bro. When the last time you see somebody stack and lock them, G? I ain't seen nobody do that shit in like 15 years, bro. Like a minimum 15 years, G.
The funniest part is, you know, after you do something like that, you're not even thinking about what you doing. That's just natural
That's just
shit.
natural
so,
shit.
like, you know, he didn't been on the crib in the playground. Like, remember, like, in the documentary,
That's
like,
natural.
he broke his arm. Later that night, he was playing on the court with a cast on. Like, you know, many a times at the crib, G. Because even like he said, like, yeah, my brothers used to bring me to play people in random neighborhoods. Like, yeah, I'm finna bring your brother. Like, could you imagine being D-Rose, like, in Chicago, and somebody like, yeah, play my brother, and you like,
come on, G. Why I gotta do this again, bro? All right,
Like,
let me go hoop his ass up.
I'm
real
gonna hoop
quick.
his ass up.
I'm gonna hoop his ass
I'm
up.
hoping that and hope a shootout don't break out because I'm hooping his ass to the moon. You imagine being in the crib, this is a random random playground, playing a 5-on-5 when D-Rose come down at like 14 and 15 and just go.
Windmill.
And you be like, whoa.
So yeah, you.
My bad. I'm sorry. So
No, but I was saying, like, I like
My
you
bad,
guys.
my bad.
I like what you guys are doing because I think it's gotten too cookie cutter where, like, everyone's just like, oh, look at this number, and that's it. You know,
thank
and
you.
it's like, okay, the numbers
all right.
matter, but, like, it's got to be a blend. It's got to be a blend of narrative, numbers, opinion. Like, people watch sports at the end of the day to be entertained, and I like the fact that you guys actually watch basketball and know basketball, but you're also entertaining and you're not afraid to disagree. Like, it's an entertainment business at the end of the day. And I feel like it's gotten so numbers focused, which, like, again, if I'm putting on my coaching hat and stuff, like, that's good because we should have more data and numbers. But as far as, like, media goes, like, I feel like so much of the basketball media now is about, like, trying to be like these numbers experts, but it's like people like, I don't know, maybe that's why ratings are going down because they, like, I like that as like a basketball nerd and coach, but as a casual fan, care about all these numbers. Like, they want to be entertained, and I like the fact that you guys really kind of bring a mix of that in.
Yeah, hashtag watch more basketball. That's our slogan. Watch more basketball.
Right. But I think
We're
I
not-
like that.
like-
you guys give
like,
takes,
we're
but
not-
you actually watch.
Yeah, but Pappy,
you got the people that give the hot takes, but I feel like you can tell they don't watch basketball.
Yeah.
They're just trying to get, you know what I mean? There are those like in mainstream media that give the hot takes, but you can tell you don't watch like NBA.
Yeah,
You know, it's like
I watch this every night. This is my life.
right, and that's
It's
the
Friday
thing.
night.
I watched Spurs Cavs last night, the entire game.
I did not. I won't
The
lie.
entire game.
I was at a movie premiere for a Michael Bay movie, waiting in line to get in the theater for this man to speak, and I was watching Luka versus the Pistons in Mexico.
Wait,
On
so-
my phone with my girl, I got a photo. I can prove it.
I guess
It's a lifestyle.
Well, what do you make of the? I guess we're back on. Now. What do you make
Well,
of the
no,
John
I
Beeline
thought
thing?
you wanted. I thought you wanted to end the show.
Well, no, but he just brought up the Cavs. I'm like, do you think this whole thing with Beeline? Do you read that article that
Yeah,
said
we
like
talked about this on 2
it's
for
like
1.
a
Go ahead,
college?
talk to him, Pappy.
Like-
Let him know.
Because I did. Did you see the clip where Tristan Thompson like yelled at him?
yeah, but so.
But
I
that
think-
happens all the time.
Oh,
Yeah,
Tristan
it's like,
yelled at him? I didn't see that.
but so
he
like.
tried to like talk to him, and I think he
Yeah,
yelled
but
at him.
so-
He yelled at him and like basically like tell Colin Sexton to pass the ball, basically with a lot of
Sir
other
Dalton, I
expertise.
promise you, I got you.
Good,
Got me
yeah.
ending this
Tell
today. I
Colin Sexton
promise you,
pass the
Sir
ball.
Dalton, I got you.
Like Colin, even like for instance, even like last night, right? Even though they lost the game, even though they won the game, right? They had Clarkson and Sexton playing. For one, Clark, there was certain they went to a zone, and Clarkson and Sexton didn't know what. That's how they even got the game to overtime because Clarkson and Sexton didn't know what to do when they went to the zone, right? I was like, Garland should be in this situation. Even if you lose a game, I just think you pick Garland 6 overall. You're a bad team anyway. You have way more invested in Darius Garland than you do in Jordan Clarkson.
Shout out to Garland.
Can we do some NBA trivia right now?
in a second.
I like
Okay.
Garland.
No. Not real NBA trivia, but like surrounding specifically.
Vandy guys never do it in the pros though.
Who?
I went to Vandy and I don't. Our guys never do it in the pros.
But he was still like he had a good game last
Trivia,
night.
NBA trivia right now. Who leads the who currently? And this is for the fans.
Well, yeah, do it for the
No,
fans.
no. It's for y'all too. For the fans and for y'all too. Everybody watching, it's on the internet. Who currently leads the Cleveland Cavaliers in assists, and how many assists per game do they average?
Darius Garland at 2.8.
Yes.
Ooh.
Exactly.
And I think they probably average
Exactly.
about.
Shout
they
out to
probably,
Vanderbilt
they probably
University.
average like 16, 17. out of 10.
Exactly.
By the way, Garland
Exactly.
Garland played like
That is not John Beeline's fault. That is management's fault.
And you tweeted a good point. I actually saw it the other day. I didn't text you guys, but because I went to Vandy, so obviously I followed their men's team, and he didn't play last year. He tore his knee after the 5th game, so he is basically a high school player. I went with a buddy. They played USC last year, like their fourth, a game before he got hurt, and we because nobody goes to the USC men's games. We snuck and we were sitting like a row behind the bench, and we were turning each other like, he is a stud.
Listen,
it looked like Curry out there. He was hitting 30-footers.
Look, yesterday, granted, I don't watch every single Cavs game, but
he's going to be better than Sexton, I'm telling you.
Yeah, obviously. But for the past 5 years, I pretty much watch, so I still like Cavs games. I'm attached to the franchise, so I will watch a Cavs game. Now, I don't watch every one, but I have watched Cavs games. Yesterday was the best game he's played. Yesterday was the best game I've seen Darius Garland play. So the fact Beeline took him out, I'm like, wow. As far as Sexton goes, Sexton isn't all he can do is score. I think Sexton is best now. Granted, he can defend pretty well. He's gonna stay in the league because he's strong. He's fast. He can defend. He'll be in the league. Him and Garland not gonna work as a backcourt. I don't know if
no. I think they looked at it. I think they looked at it like, we're rebuilding, so we're just gonna take as much talent as we can. Like, you hope one of the two hits.
Exactly.
It's like if one of the two becomes a stud, then you're not so worried about the other.
It's gonna be Garland. Like Sexton. I think Sexton may cap out at maybe 1 year average.
But and I think it's gonna hurt Garland's development that he has to deal with Sexton, because look, Trae Young came in the league and got the keys to the car right away. And Garland's that type of player.
Here's the thing, though. I think that
we going to the association.
We can. I mean,
but it's mad early.
It's mad early. Yeah,
but I think that right now, again, because
hold on, wait a minute.
Post it up, hold up every time we do. Yeah.
Now, all right, cool. So,
yeah, whatever, man. The Cavs. Let's get out of here.
All right, G. All right, we'll get up with y'all later, man.
You've been great. It's been great.
Any final words, man? This is the longest episode of Happy Hour.
Shout out to
No. It's fine. We'll deal with that later. Any final words?
I still think, no, in all seriousness, I still think the Clippers.
How you gonna keep saying you want to get out of here and then you keep starting new goddamn conversation? Make up your mind.
I still think the Clippers' overall roster is better than the Lakers. And I'm not gonna back down from that take.
I agree.
Now, whether they win is a different conversation, but I agree with you.
Any last words, Pavi?
Potomac.
Harden and Russ, as far as value goes. Harden and Russ, you've never seen a backcourt put up these kind of numbers.
You're really going to die in that sword of Westbrook.
You haven't. You fucking haven't. This is a fact. I'm only giving you the numbers. You have never seen two people in one backcourt put up numbers like this, and it's not going to end.
You are the South during the Civil War right now. You're not going to win, okay? You're not going to win, G. You're not going to win. And shout out to my homie, Sir Dragoon. He said in the show with one word, look out!